Hey, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And it is Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And it's time for a new episode 19 of What's Up PlayStation podcast. And we got a good show for you guys, man. I'm excited to be here, man. I always look forward to the What's Up PlayStation podcast with my boy Bari. And it's so good to be here. But before we do anything, big shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to give you guys a round of applause. Shout out to all of y'all. You are forever appreciated. We appreciate you guys so much. And I got to start by saying, listen, right? If you guys appreciate us, because we appreciate you, and you appreciate us appreciating you, appreciating us, appreciating you, you show us you appreciate us by liking the podcast, sharing the podcast out, and if you are new and you do enjoy the show, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 1K. It would be nice if we got to 1K before 2021, but, let's be realistic here. And, we're trying to get to 1K in 2021. So, definitely share the podcast out. And like I said, if you do enjoy the show, definitely, we really appreciate if you guys do subscribe and things like that, right? And I want to start with a phrase. Jim Ryan, talk to him.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
Oh, it's here. This podcast is gaming, PlayStation gaming to be specific. We are a PlayStation-centric podcast, and man, oh man, do we have a good show. But What's Up PlayStation podcast would not be what it is without the other half of the WUPS crew. The best list on YouTube. The king of the Bronx.
Uh-huh.
The what? My boy Bari is in the building. Bari, what is good? Say what's up to the people and give him an what for me, man. Give him a what. Oh, is Bari there? Oh no. Oh no.
Yo, what is up? What is up, guys? Jay Bari here. Podcast. This is going to be our last episode of the year, and it's going to be a good one, man. Definitely appreciate all the support that we've got within this year. We started like in August, right? Started August.
Yeah, August.
And we're going to close out the year for 2020, man. See you guys, back and refreshed in 2021. But yeah, man, like I said, good show this year. Persona, you can hear me?
Yeah.
I guess you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, Discord is acting up crazy right now. But yeah, we're gonna get that fixed. Appreciate everybody coming through, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. So I don't know what's going on with Bari, man. There's some issues with Discord right now, and for some strange reason, like I hear Bari, he doesn't hear me though, or like the chat, like his sound to like go out. And like he can't hear me talking. He'll see like the green thing going, but he won't hear me talking, right? But yeah, like you said, man, this is gonna be our final show of 2020, and man, 2020 has been a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. From us deciding to finally create this podcast back in August, to everything that's been happening in the real world. To the release of the PlayStation 5, right? The greatness that is PlayStation. PS4, some of the greatest games coming out this generation. PS5 with the greatest launch lineup in gaming history. I'll be honest here. I'm trying to think back, and I really think this is the greatest PlayStation launch lineup of just gaming history. I'm talking across all platforms, right? So it really has been an amazing year, and most importantly, man, the supporters, like you all have stuck with us since the start of this podcast, and have watched us grow and helped us grow this year. And you guys come every Saturday morning at 11 a.m., man. Y'all rock out with us. And for those that watch us on the upload later, and those that, will watch us on iTunes and, things like that, man. You guys support us and you come through. So, for the supporters, we really appreciate y'all as well. And that deserves another round of applause.
Absolutely.
Shout out to y'all, man. Thank you. Honestly, thank all of you for supporting us, man. It really is appreciated. We've shown our appreciation with $100 gift cards, PSN gift cards, and a number of other things, that we've done and will happen in the future when we reach specific milestones. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. Thank you. So with that being said, let's get into the show. So like I said, today we got a good show for you guys, and you guys know, for those that are new here, we like to start the show off by letting you guys know the games that have released for the week, so that you might see something that you enjoy. You might see something that might tickle your fancies. You feel me?
You're gonna show games that I might be interested in.
Of course.
Oh, all right, let's get it.
Of course, we showing those games, but let's get into it. So, first game is My Hidden Things. Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead. Folia, Dear Father. Freddy Spaghetti.
I was waiting for that.
Round out by Poggy. Shakedown Hawaii.
Oh, Shakedown Hawaii came out this week?
Yeah, best game.
Really?
Big facts, man.
Yo.
MXGP 2020. Sparkle Unleashed.
Finally, they get a PS5 update for Sparkle Unleashed. That's a great game, guys. Go and get the nice little puzzler.
I can't tell if you're trolling or being serious.
Nah, Sparkle was a game that they gave for like PSN for free.
Okay.
It's like this puzzle type game.
Okay.
But I'm joking.
Wizards of Brandel.
Let's go.
Auto Chess Founders Pack.
Let's go. I'm with that. I'm a chess player.
Yeah, I like chess, not checkers. Coil's Treasure.
Cowls
Treasure.
Cowls.
When the Past Was Around.
When the past or the present? Which one?
When the past was around.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, so the present ain't come yet.
Nah, the presents ain't come yet. That's the 25th. That's when the presents come. 60 parsecs.
Let's go.
60 parsecs reatomized.
So they remastered.
The
original game and the remaster came out the same.
Reatomized. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Catch, Good Dog, Bad Dog.
Okay.
Hick Ace Unlimited, Infinite Arrow, Seeds of Resilience, Sparkle for Tails, Towaga, Among Shadows, and Ultimate Fishing Simulator. Those are the I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is a very, and obviously it's the holiday time. It's literally the end of the year, so I wouldn't really expect anything crazy to be releasing around this time. But man, is this a weak week?
Yeah.
No pun intended.
These are the you remember when everybody had like a DS or a Game Boy Advance? Yeah. And you just look at all the plethora of games and all the games that were on sale with these no name that, but you might just pick it up because it's $5 type game.
Yeah.
That's this week.
Yeah, this week is
shovelware.
Yeah, I'm
They said 60 parsecs and 60 parsecs reatomized came out the same goddamn week. Shovelware.
They try to get it. They try to meet those deadlines.
Hopefully they're not buggy.
But oh Jesus, we gonna talk about that later. But yeah, all right. So those are the games that's released this week, guys. And Bari, we are now in the spotlight, and I must know, please. And for those that don't know, the spotlight is a game that myself and Bari, we give you guys a game that we think you guys should pay attention to, you guys should pick up, you guys should check out, really put on your radar. It could be a game that has already released. It could be a game that may be releasing later, and anything like that. But me and Bari will give you guys a game that we think you guys should check out, right? So Bari, Spotlight. What is your Spotlight game for this week, sir?
You know the vibes, man. I do this every time a new character comes out for this game.
Oh yeah, okay.
And this week is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. So we got our this is our third DLC character.
Yep.
No,
because the first one was CAG.
First one was
it's Belial, CAG, and UL. So it's just the third.
I'm thinking it's the fourth.
It's the third.
But I'm gonna go with a third. So we got UL, and she's amazing. Very, very kind of difficult character to use. But once you get her stance cancels and stuff like that, that's where the character kind of open up. And I like those advanced kind of harder to learn characters, and especially she got a stance cancel. She got like a command dash out of the stance and all that. I like that kind of those are characters, and she's mixed up heavy. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And I will only admit this on this podcast. Man, when we were fighting, man, your UL was she was. I even think I had more problems with her than with your Lancelot. Like she's really, really nice, man.
Because when we were fighting Lancelot, that's when they nerfed him. So a lot of the stuff I wasn't able to do, but now he's unnerfed.
So he's a problem too.
Yeah, it's a different story.
Yeah, but your UL is nice though. UL is nice.
To be honest with you, UL that's just a day one. Like that's day one of the character. I didn't really like fully learn the character yet. I only just learned like 2 combos, and I was like, all right, I'm just go with that. But I've been practicing with her, learning her stance cancels. Got some crazy little frame trap stuff for her now. And yeah, she's a dope character, man. She's very enjoyable. I implore everybody, if you're interested in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, once again, I don't know how you guys be interested in that, but just dismiss the versus game. It's kind of weird to me, but definitely go and get Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Once again, it's a great game, great RPG mode, great story mode in there. It got the it has the arcade mode. Each character got the little single player, little arcade stuff. The online is great. The lobbies are really fun as well. Like it's very easy to set up, and the characters are good, man. Like and currently now you probably got like 17 characters in the game.
Yeah, that roster list is really nice. Like it's a very
I think
mix.
it's more than 17.
It's a good
more
mix.
because season 1 was like 5 characters on top of the. I think we had 9 to start out. I think we're like at 20-some characters now.
Actually, it is 3 characters because I think it is 4 characters because didn't Zoe come with season pack 2 or was that 1? Zoe
was 1, but I think it was 1. Cheetah is 2. My friend, let me look. GB versus season 2. So here are the characters in season 2. Yeah, you're right. It's 3. It's Belial, CAG, and UL.
Okay.
And we got 3 more coming. Uno is going to be the 4th character. They already announced him, but his full trailer hasn't come out yet. And the other 2 we don't know yet.
Okay.
Hopefully one of those 2 is Siegfried. Siegfried, a lot of people have been waiting for Siegfried, and that will just semi-complete the White Knights, the group that Lancelot is the leader of. But Siegfried was the previous leader of that group of the White Dragons and all that stuff. So that would be cool to get him in the game as well, because I know a lot of people is waiting for him. But yeah, UL is dope. CAG is dope as well. Belial, he's dope as well. That's like he was my second character and my counterpick character, but now I have UL. She's gonna be my second counterpick character.
Yeah. So
my mains are Lancelot, gonna be UL, and then Belial. So yeah.
Yeah.
The game is great, man.
Yeah, you already know my picks, man. It's gonna be um, Jita, Zoe, and Bilal. Those are gonna be my three that I think I'm gonna really focus on and build them up. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Relink is a story game, but you pretty much get the same type of story aspects as far as character development in Versus. Versus, I know people that see Versus, they think it's just a fighting game. Like I said, it has a full RPG mode in the game. The single player stuff is a full RPG mode, and it has co-op, and it has like a boss rush mode as well. You know what I mean? Where you are fighting against, the computer and all that stuff. You're not fighting against, other people, but you can choose to do so within Grand Blue Fantasy Versus as well. So that's what I'm saying. As far as like, I find it weird that people are interested because where the interest came from for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I mean Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, you know what I mean? But then you have a specific Grand Blue Fantasy game that you can build upon with these characters and understand where these characters are coming from, the origin of the characters and all that within Versus right now, so that can build your hype for Relink. You know what I mean? That's where I said that's why I think it's kind of weird, in my opinion.
Mm.
But yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, pick it up.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
that's a
great
good
game.
game. It's a really good fighting game. I definitely recommend it, man. It's a really really good game. Yeah, but for me, my spotlight this week, and I don't know if I put this as a spotlight before, but even if I did before, I'm still gonna put it for this week as well. My spotlight this week is gonna be Immortal Fenyx Rising. Um, I know it was like a couple of podcasts that I've done on my personal channel. I know there's a couple of you that have asked about Immortal Fenyx and how good it is. Listen, this game is, especially with Ubisoft's track record lately. Outside of Valhalla, Valhalla on the PS5, can I get $1? Valhalla on the PS5 is pretty dope. But I think, with this game specifically, Immortal Fenyx Rising, this game is really, really fun, right? And, it's still got that Ubisoft formula of, like, a bunch of stuff on the map that you got to go and get, like a bunch of chests and these Corsair crystals and the Dune cars coins, these coins that you have to get to upgrade your abilities, and
The myth
Zeus,
challenges
the
and all
myth
that.
challenges, and Zeus's lightning, which you get from the vaults, which in the vaults are like these puzzles that you have to figure out to get to the lightning and things like that.
It's Zelda puzzles,
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
Zelda style puzzles, most definitely, right? This game still has that Ubisoft type of formula, but the way it's done in this game is what makes it really, really fun, because it's the same thing. But when you get to because the world is so beautiful, it's so vast, right? There's no bugs and glitches and hiccups, right? It's a big world, very vast. There's a lot of hidey holes and secrets and things like that. The discovery in this game, right? The discovery aspect, and really, because the way it works is, like, you go to one of the Olympian gods statues in for that specific area, and that defogs the map, right? And then while you're on top of the statue, because it's like one of the highest points on that area of the map, you pull out your binoculars, and you search for everything and highlight everything on the map. That's how you find everything. Like, you have to actually search it out. There'll be like this little vibrating that'll happen with the controller when you're close to like an area that may have something.
Controller too.
Oh yeah, they do a great job with the haptic feedback and all that stuff. It's a really good job. And then, like, that's how you kind of find everything. But you're not gonna find every single little thing. So there's times where, like, I'm searching for, like, I'm going to an area to get chests, because the chests contain the required crystals that you need to upgrade your armor, gear, and things like that. So it's not like you just going to get this stuff for nothing. Like, it's used to upgrade your gear and armor and potion quantities and all this other stuff, right? So, when you're going around and you're doing that stuff, you'll then find like a hidden mission, right? So, like, one time I was going to get going to one of the puzzles to get like open up this puzzle chest or whatever, and there was a secret hidden mission for Aphrodite where you had to bring an apple to the statue, and then like you fought like this big monster once you put the apple there. And all. Like it's really dope when it comes to that stuff, right? So
You fought Achilles.
was it Achilles? Yeah, it was Achilles. And yeah, that's another thing too. With Typhon, like at certain times when you're exploring the map, he'll like mess with you and throw like these fireballs down from the sky and have these tentacles mess with you, and these wraiths will chase you down and all. It keeps the game really fresh and really it keeps you on your toes, right? And I really love that about the game. The story in itself is really, really fun, fun, entertaining, and like it really is like a solid story through and through. I'm on the third god area, which is Hephaestus, and it's just a really, really fun game. The combat is great. The upgrades, like how you upgrade stuff, like everything you can upgrade. You can even upgrade the potion bowl to be able to have the potions that you have. So like the health potions, stamina potions, the attack potions, the defense potions. You can have those potions be more potent if you upgrade the bowl, but you need these golden amber eggs in order to upgrade the bowl. Like it's just a lot of dope things that you can do. So
it's a game that keeps you very active. It's always a lot of things to do, but within all that activity, there's a lot of charm within the story, because I like the narration of the story where you have Prometheus and Zeus, back and forth in their banter and all that, and Zeus is clowning around and Prometheus is trying to be serious at this time, and then sometimes Prometheus, he might tell a joke and then Zeus is like, I don't get it. And I'm like, this game is funny as hell. Yeah. It's a very charmful game as far as the look, the story, and the combat is very, very good, man.
Yes.
It's deep.
Yeah.
At first it's simple. You pressing R1 and R2, heavy, light attack.
Oh, now once you start getting like deeper into that, man, it's definitely going to pick up, and you're going to have to like be more methodical in how you play. And I'll say this, one of the things you might want to get first too is the shield bash, because that fills the stun meter like crazy, and it uses the least amount of stamina to use. So, my god,
that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's my favorite one to use, and because I use that to link her combos with that, and then I finish use off with like I
use
spirit
phosphorus as well. The phosphorus where like you do the L1 circle, and he flies down and does like these AOE's, because that fills the stun meter pretty quickly as well.
Oh, the bird you talking about?
The bird phosphorus. Yeah.
Yo, that takes it takes a lot of stamina though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does stun him mad quick.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, listen, the game is great. And for Ubisoft, with the publisher, but the developers for the games are the ones that made Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's why, and it's funny because Assassin's Creed Odyssey I couldn't really finish, but they did a really good job on this game. Like this game is, I love it, and I definitely recommend it. And that's my spotlight game for the week.
I want to add another spotlight though.
We breaking the rules. Go ahead, Bar.
That's real quick, man. I started this joint today. Temtem. Yeah. There's an early access going on PS5. The game came out on the 8th. It's like a week or a week and a half ago it came out.
Yeah. I
just started it today, and it runs great on PS5. It looks good. Some characters have some weird, I guess like the eyes for the characters just look weird on this like cartoon kind of character, but it brings a little charm to the game. I like it a lot. If you like Pokemon, you're gonna like this game. Right away from the beginning, you're already set in this asynchronous multiplayer type game where you see other people running around the world, and you can kind of interact with them. Some of them you can just like instantly just do a battle, when you put your little emotes up with people. So the game is really dope, man. Like I like the similarities, but I also like the differences that they bring when it comes to Pokemon. Like, there's a lot of similarities as far as like just how the game concept is, but the attributes and move sets and stuff like that is very different. Like Temtem or like more like a digital kind of thing. No, it's not like digital kind of thing, but the how the Pokeball and the Temtem card, it just looks different. You know what I mean? The game is very similar to Pokemon. Like I said, if you like Pokemon, you're gonna love this game. But it kind of brings a different aspect than Pokemon because you get the online portion right away. It's not like you got to go into a specific spot and hook up to go to a
As soon as you
station.
pick your Pokemon, as soon as you pick your Temtem Pokemon thingy, and the professor he dips off with old girl. It's like it becomes like this mini MMO because you see all these other trainers running around instantly, and I'm like, oh damn, like it's a lot of
And you see everybody walking around. It's PC dudes,
Yep.
PlayStation dudes in there.
Yep.
The character creator is pretty good too. It's not as simple as Pokemon. You can go a little bit more in depth. You know what's funny? The character creator in Temtem is better than Cyberpunk 2077.
That's a fact.
That's not even a cap. That's real talk. That's real talk. I was able to do more eye stuff. I was able to do more clothing aspects. Picking the female, male. You can do all that stuff there in Temtem. The clothes was really cool, man. But yeah, I think people like Temtem, man. It's one of those games that you can just pick up and play really quickly, or can just be those in and out type games that you play where you don't have to you can dive in a whole bunch of hours into the game, or you can just I'll play like a quick 2 hours or so and go to another game. It's however you want to choose to play it, but it's great. Can't wait for the full release. I know a lot of people don't like to do the little early access stuff, but from the hours that I played of the game, it seems like it's running pretty good.
What Pokemon did you pick, or what Temtem did you pick?
I picked the Crystal,
the green.
Yeah,
I did as well.
Yeah, that's normally what I'll pick anyway. If I was playing Pokemon, I always go for the grass Pokemon first.
But peep this, I actually messed up because I was like clicking each one to read like their their attributes and all that stuff, and I accidentally double clicked on the crystal one, and that became my Pokemon. And I was like, yo, I'm about to dead serious like start over. And I was like, screw it, and I ended up playing because I know that he also gets like these crystalist moves where like he can do like battle hardening and stuff like he's got really good defense. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stick with him, whatever. I normally pick fire. Yeah.
The defense is good. It's the slower side of the Pokemon from what I'm seeing with the stats. But
yeah.
Like all grass Pokemon, you're gonna it's probably the best starter Pokemon to use specifically because the beginning is gonna be good. But then the end of the grass Pokemon, you get like a whole good bunch of stuff where like on the fire or the water, well, fire is always the hardest in Pokemon, depending on which one you played, especially the older ones. But the fire is going to pay off.
If you were picking fire for like Pokemon Yellow back in the day, and you going to Brock that first gym, you're going to get washed. You're going to get washed.
It's going to be the hardest.
You wasn't going to tackle your way out that fight. You better have them
potions. Potions on deck and just straight tackle for all of the 25. It comes with them. And that's another thing that's different with Temtem is that I forgot the name of what Pokemon call it, PP. Where PP. The PPs like you will have like a specific number of times you can use that move. Mm-hmm. Well, Temtem they have something like that, but that stuff can recharge. So it goes more like battle. It goes more like think of it like an RPG, like MP. When every time you use MP, it would deplete. But in to restore your MP in here, you can either rest the Pokemon. You can rest. That's about to say Pokemon. You can rest the Temtem, and it would lose its turn, but it will restore some of the MP. Yeah. So it's kind of cool, man. Yo, what's up, guys, man? Appreciate everybody coming. I see my man Wavy in here for the first time. That's my man Wavy. Ghost Dog, what is up, guys? What is up, everybody? Cyber Dragon, what's up? Last show of the year. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. But let's continue.
Yeah. See, Spotlight. See, that's what happens, man. When we play, we play a lot of games, man. But trying a little bit foot dipping, but the hardcore games that we all been playing is obviously what we spotlighted. But yo, let's get into this news, man. Starting with something that I think this is great on PlayStation to do, just because holiday time, Christmas time, everybody's getting their gifts and all this stuff. You want to maximize on that on this game as being a good family game to play. And that game is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. This game already released. It was a launch title for the PlayStation 5, but the game is now going. The multiplayer portion of the game was not available at launch. It was going to be made available at a later date. And yesterday, Thursday or Friday, they pretty much announced that the multiplayer is up. It's live. It's active, right? So if you got Sackboy Big Adventure and you want to play this game with friends online that are across the world or whatever, you can do that now, right? And some of the things that was most notable when it came to this online is obviously they added in teamwork levels. So essentially what teamwork levels are is levels specially designed for the co-op portion of the functionalities of the game. So it's built around you having a partner with you to get through the levels. So that's pretty dope. And there's 10 of those levels. And then obviously, like we saw in the trailers prior to the release, you can also beat your friends up, pick them up, throw them off of the ledge and stuff like that. They highlighted that here. They also, they have this everybody's wins. So what everybody wins is where it really is built around teamwork, right? So with everybody wins, their philosophy is, bronze, silver, or gold high scores, you still get a reward, right? But also if you're not doing good in a level, the entire team will suffer from that as well. So it's real big on everyone being in sync and in unison to get through levels, because if someone's lagging behind, it's going to affect the entire team's score, and everybody's going to feel that. Another key thing is obviously your progress. So if you spend a bunch of time playing online, helping someone else with their adventure, that progress will also carry over to your personal progress in the game when you play your single player story as well. So that's really cool. And then obviously PS4 and PS5 crossplay, that's something that's going to be there. So if you buy this game on PS4 or PS5, you most definitely will be able to play with your friends, right? And then last but not least, one of the things that, it's crazy this has to keep being said, but we know how the community is. Let me zoom in on that. PS4 to PS5 save transfers. Yes, guys, you can transfer your PS4 save of this game to the PlayStation 5 with no issues and continue where you left off, right? I just had to zoom in because, simple things like this that PlayStation has ushered in to console gaming, people think PlayStation just left behind, right? So, these are the things that you can expect to see when it comes to Sackboy Big Adventure when you load that up to play with your friends or, play with family and things like that during the holidays. And Bari, here, seeing all this, man, what's up, man? Give me your thoughts, man. When we get in this team, when we busting through these team levels, bro.
Oh yeah, man. As far as what's up, PlayStation?
Oh yeah,
stream?
plus your PlayStation game night, man. We gotta get that popping sometime next
2020,
week or something like that.
2021.
Yes, fact.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, man. Family time. But like I said, this is an update I've been waiting for. They announced this update long before the game came out. They said that it was going to come around December, and now it's finally coming, out. So that's pretty good that they did live up to their promise as far as delivering the co-op play, as far as online co-op play, the cross save, pretty much the teamwork stuff. It sounds good, like they highlighted in all the trailers, which is pretty dope. But the game itself is good, man. Sackboy Big Adventure is a pretty good game. It does offer some challenge as well. You're not going to be coming up in here willy-nilly like this is free. There will be some challenges, and it's one of those games where some levels is going to take you some bit to master it, as far as like getting the ace in the whole level. Mm-hmm. It's going to take you some tries to do it. Like it might take you like 3 or 4 tries to ace the full level. And that's how I am. How I've been playing the game. I can't move on until I ace the level. So, if I didn't ace the level, say I get like the gold trophy, for the level, well, I want to ace everything, so not dying, meeting the requirement as far as the bubbles that you make, getting all the costumes in the level. I gotta do everything to ace that level. And good thing about with the PS5, the UI definitely helps you, so you can ace everything. So say you just want to do a speed run just to see how the level is, you can do that. Then you can go back in there and say, oh, I want to collect all the bubbles and all that stuff, so I can get the requirement there. And then you can go back again and say, oh, I want to get all the costumes. And the PS5 UI help you with that because they have the little hints as far as where the orbs are at and all that stuff. So the game is really good. Don't sleep on this game. Definitely go and support it because it has everything that PlayStation gamers been complaining about for years, right? PlayStation games don't offer too much multiplayer games. Boom, right there. You have multiplayer right here, free update with the game. The co-op, all that stuff is there. And it also has some leaderboard stuff, which is cool.
Yeah,
you do these little trial stuff, and then it will pop you up in the leaderboard. And when somebody beats your score, it will let you know. Like you be doing whatever in PlayStation 5, and it will let you know, oh, your score got beat by this person right here. So that's pretty cool as well, man.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I had started this game up, did a little foot dipping, shame on me. I got through like four of the world levels in one of the worlds, and I love the game. Actually, it's really good. It's so many games right now. I want to platinum this. I want to play this, and I want to platinum this.
Yeah, to platinum this game too, it definitely you're gonna have to use the co-op levels too, because there's a lot of co-op trophies in there.
Mm-hmm. So I want to get the platinum. So this is definitely something that I'm gonna sit down and play. But shout out to Sumo Digital, shout out to PlayStation and Sackboy. And if you guys got that game, definitely hop on that co-op, man. Play with your friends, play with your family. And next thing is Nioh 2's harrowing final expansion. The first Samurai launched yesterday. What's today? The 19th. This launched on Thursday, right? And so this is the final DLC expansion for Nioh 2, right? And this is going to be set in the Hinai period, which is between 794 and 1185. And to make sure that they kept to the originality of this period and authenticity, a lot of specific swords that samurais used during that time period were just being created. So they wanted to make sure that they maintained that authenticity with that. So certain weapons, so it didn't feel unrealistic using specific weapons during this time period. But also with the what are they called, the demons in here again? Yokais? Onis.
Yeah, yokai.
Yokais? Yeah, with the yokais.
Onis,
right?
They got the Onis. Yeah.
The Onis and the Oni. So one of the Onis that's coming is the Otakemaru Oni, which was revealed, and that's one of the Onis that you can expect to see. And even the Onis, they wanted to make sure that those stayed realistic to the time period, right? So the Onis that you see will also be very reminiscent of that time period as well. Me personally, I'm good on Nioh. It's not a bad game. It's just, y'all know how I feel about Souls stuff. I still need to. I said I was going to play in Platinum Demon Souls. I still got to do that, which is, that's going to probably fall into 2021 the way it's. Well, it's definitely going to fall into 2021. But with Returnal and Ratchet and Clank and Horizon and everything, it might fall into 2022. Let me stop.
Yeah, Demon Souls, I still haven't even dive in yet. Like the last thing I did in Demon Souls was I was just leveling up. I beat the Tower Knight dude. And I was like, yeah, I know I'm weak as hell because it took me way too long to beat that dude because I was doing no damage. So I was just running around, just leveling up. But I stopped playing it because I was just playing other stuff. Yeah. But I'll dive into Demon Souls and get that complete soon. Yeah. And some people's tagging me on Twitter. It's like, did you beat Demon Souls? Because they finally beat a PlayStation game. These level 100 dudes that's finally playing on PlayStation, trying to come for me and Demon Souls. Like, sit your ass down somewhere.
Like, yo, man, you can't come for me. Don't come for me.
You're not qualified. You're not qualified. Yeah, man. Like, yo, I didn't get. I played the game. I played probably 5 hours of Demon Souls. When I fully dive into it, I'll dive into it. Yeah. I don't have to beat the game because everybody wants
Everybody
to be
else
cool to
beat
beat
it
the
when
game
they,
right up.
yeah,
Yeah, you
everybody
know what I
else
mean.
beat it.
I
I
beat it
beat
when I
games
beat
when
it.
I'm ready, not when you tell me to. The game, just know the game will be beat. Like he said, you're not qualified.
Yeah,
Yo,
this
dude, some
dude,
of
this
these
dude was
dudes
like a
said they're not
level. He was
qualified.
like a level 100 and something. So I'm making sure you pony beat your game. I'm like, who
Yo,
the hell is this dude?
I need that as a sound bite. You are not qualified.
Yo, man. I'm
Hey,
like,
yo,
whose
listen.
man is this right
But
here? Yo?
in terms of Neo 2, did you have Neo 2, Barry? Did you grab that and play it?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't buy Neo 2.
This
And
is for the.
sad story.
Go ahead.
Sad story. Neo 1. You know, me and Marvin, Mr. Biggs, we was playing that because
Oh
I
man,
was
Mr.
catching him
Biggs,
up.
R.I.P.
And the only reason, like, yo, always had to bring him Mr. Biggs, man. Only reason I haven't completed Neo 2, I mean 1, is because when he passed away, I was like, I ain't feel like,
Getting back
finishing
into
that
it.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. 100%. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Mr. Biggs, man. That's a good dude, man. Yeah, you know how I feel about the Souls games, man. Like, I'm very impatient.
But
Neo
this is
1.
not this is Neo don't play it like the Souls game though. This is it's I think Neo might be a little harder than the Souls games. But there's a lot more to do because you have the stances. It's pretty much like a super hard Ghost of Tsushima, if you want to be honest with you. It's you have the different stances that you have that benefits between the different enemy types that you're going to be fighting against. You have the Onis, which the Onis can get crazy to fight. But yeah, I think you like Neo.
I tried. No, Neo.
Cool.
I played Neo 1. Like, I got through maybe like 2 or 3 bosses. It was cool. But with these types of games, I always fall off on them. Same thing with Bloodborne. I fell off on that. I was like halfway through Bloodborne, man. Like I'm at a point where I'm like 4 bosses away from beating the game.
You can do a Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, ring my bell.
You can ring my bell.
Yo, man, maybe at some point 2021, man, if they put that update out with that 60 FPS,
I'm a monster in Bloodborne. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I'm a monster in Bloodborne.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. I gotta like really sit down because like even with the Dark Souls 3, I don't know how far in the tree bosses. I think that was like the 5th or 6th boss, man. Like I had fought quite a few bosses in Dark Souls 3 too. So, I always fall off, man, because like I'm not terrible at the games because it's just like any other. It's like a lot of other games where you just gotta time your attacks and you just gotta be on point with your shit. Like it's just I always fall off of them just because my thoughts on the Souls style games or whatever. I just get impatient sometimes, but in terms of the Nioh 2 DLC, man, for those that enjoy that series, that last DLC is out there. Go and snatch that up. Right. So then, man, end of the year is over.
Honestly, I think a lot of people's gonna wait.
Oh yeah, they waiting for that 120. They waiting for that 120 update to hit with that.
Because
stuff,
the collectors is about to hit. Not
January.
The collection is about to hit. So people just gonna get that because you're gonna get both games and all the content. You know what I mean? And the next gen patch updates. If you didn't get the DLC, yes, for Nioh and all that stuff, people are just gonna wait for that.
Speaking of next gen updates, we had this debate a few months back, Bari, when we were talking about remember when we were talking about like games that were getting the next gen patches and paying for it and not paying for it, and one of the and what sparked that conversation was Control. And how you had to buy Control the Ultimate Edition in order to receive the next gen updates for the game. Remember that debate? Remember that conversation we had on the So Control has detailed what those next gen updates will be. And
it didn't even come out yet.
No,
the next
they
gen?
delayed it.
Oh, it didn't, okay.
No, they delayed it.
Gotcha.
So it got delayed to February. So the launch of the next gen updates or the next gen version of Control is the digital launch is going to be February 2nd, and the physical launch is going to be March 2nd, right? And so some of the updates that you can expect to see is in Control Ultimate Edition. It comes to PS5 with a 60 frames per second performance mode and a 30 frames per second graphics mode with ray tracing. While they worked for a full trailer, they did provide us with a sneak peek, right? I just want to show this sneak peek real quick because I'm not gonna lie, that ray tracing
looking good.
That ray tracing looks on points, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Watch it. Look at the window. Watch the window. You see the window. He's about to turn on the ray tracing right here, right? And watch how that window look. You're gonna turn it on. Now look at the window. Jesus, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, that was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that looks nice.
That was clean, man. That was clean. Bro.
Oh, they ended right there.
They ended it right there. That
Okay.
was clean, man. Hold on. Can we just look at the ray trace window real quick? Can we go back to that? How do we go back to that? I just want to go back.
And this game ain't open world, so the ray tracing should be.
Oh, the ray tracing gonna be stupid in this game, bro. 60 frames with the ray tracing. Look at that, bro. I hate Twitter's quality, man. It's just so bad.
Twitter quality.
Here we go. Here's a good little section. Yo, check that. Yo, peep the ray tracing though, Bari. Like,
that looks nice.
I'm playing in quality. If I do
that's on console.
That's on consoles, man. Listen, if I do get this game again, the Ultimate Edition, because I never played none of the DLCs, so I would get all that DLC and stuff as well. I'm definitely playing in quality mode. Listen, I know some of you dudes out there that's gonna be like, oh, well, why would you play in quality mode? 60 frames. Do you see that ray tracing?
you console dudes are too used to 30 frames. Okay, we're playing COD, DMC, and 120.
Stuff. Right.
Like I've experienced all of these high frame rates that all these PC dudes be talking about. 120, 90, 144. I experienced all of that stuff. It is nice. It does feel good. But there's stuff that we haven't experienced yet on console. If people want to choose to experience that stuff, I don't see why you're attacking people because they want to play with ray tracing on, make the game looks, all the glitz and glamour of the game. I think it's ridiculous how these quote unquote non, fanboys, they fanboy for frame rates. You know what I mean? Like, yo, calm down, yo. We have the choice. Nobody's not saying that we won't play in 60 frames per second or 90 or 120. But sometimes people want to see that fidelity. Some people want to see that graphical fidelity.
Facts.
Some people want to get the game. They want to see the game, popping. You know what I mean? Like the whole Spider-Man, I beat that joint. Miles Morales, I beat that joint with ray tracing, 30 frames.
Yeah, Miles Morales was ray traced first.
The whole time I was like, damn, I wish this was 60. I wasn't saying none of that. I was like, yo, this game looks amazing. I love swinging through the world. Then when I played it on 60 on my second playthrough, I was like, this is really nice too. And now that they added ray tracing and 60 frames per second, I'm playing that with the Spider-Man remaster because I already beat that game like 3 times. Right. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Some people want to experience new games or their first time experiencing a game with the highest fidelity and graphics. Yeah. It's no different than you going out buying all this damn fucking graphic cards so you can get the highest fidelity and graphics.
Exactly.
But the difference is your graphics card costs $2,000. The console costs $500. So you can get the frames and the graphics. Well, according to them, they can't get the frames and the graphics. So, I don't know.
Jack Moon said fidelity in Spider-Man is the right choice. That's a fact.
Yo, that jump was looking nice as hell, bro. You swing through the city and you swinging on Spider-Man, you see the reflection, the full reflect. That jump was looking fire. I don't know how anybody's sacrificing that.
It was buttery smooth. Yo,
it's not. Yo, people have the. I think people don't understand that we don't have an issue playing in 30 frames per second if it's a stable locked 30 frames per second. I never was like, damn, man. Why am I playing in 30? You know what I mean? That never came across my mind. If the game start dipping and dropping and doing all the stutter, shucking and jiving, then I'm like, yo, I can't play this. And that happens with any game in any frame rate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But if that's unlocked, I won't have an issue.
Yeah.
Is 60 frames is 60 frames a second nicer? Of course, it's more responsive. It has that nice little smooth look effect. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not really complaining. As long as the game is stable, I'm good to go. If I want to play in that ray tracing fidelity,
So
the
let
vibes.
me ask you this, Barry. Are you gonna pick up this Ultimate Edition of Control and play it again?
Well, I stopped playing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The way he just was like, well,
No, because I stopped playing Control because I couldn't do it on PS4 or the PS4 Pro. If I
the
came out the
frames was an
menu,
issue. Yeah.
if I came out the menu, the jump was
Yeah.
chugging.
Nah, yeah,
Some people
the
can
frame
do it.
issues were bad in Control.
Yeah,
They were.
some
They were.
people like Control wasn't even a hard game either. I'm like legit at the end of the game, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I was like, yo, nah, bro. This junk is it's all up. That's like I said with Spider-Man and 30 frames. If it's stable, I don't have no issue with that. But if it's chugging and if I'm a menu dude, I like to look in the menu. I like to read dossiers. I like to do all that stuff. And then every goddamn time I'm doing that, and I go back into the game world, it freezes. I'm like, is this shit crashing? Nope. And then it'll come back. I stopped playing it from there, but
I got the platinum in Control. It was a great game. I do agree though. Like the frame rate and all that stuff is just
it was a good game. It was a good game. The thing is, if it runs backwards compatible on PS5, does it smooth out the frame rate? Because if it does that, then I ain't gonna buy no. I'm not gonna buy the Ultimate Edition. Why would I spend another $40? You know what I mean? I'll just beat it on the game that I have and the save that I have because I have to start all over. Not doing that.
Well, if it's a separate trophy list, I may grab it.
They're not doing the cross save stuff. I'll have to start all over again. I'll just beat it on PS5 backwards compat. If I do like it enough and I want to play the other content,
well, if you're at the end, just beat the final boss and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm legit at the end because I'm legit at the end, and I was doing this other side mission like killing the other little hunt stuff that you got to do to kill all the. It was like 5 of these dudes that you had to kill. So I was doing that. Then I was like, I beat the game after I finished that. Then I was like, I can't play this game no more, yo. It's just chugging all over the place. I can't even use the abilities. I just I can't even do that without just chugging.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see. I'll most likely. I'll probably buy it. I don't know. We'll see.
I won't.
I might. I don't know. We'll see. But moving on, man. So expect that
He's
update.
the no guys. He's not buying the game. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Anybody from New York, like say you talk to somebody from New York and they'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, we'll see. that means that's a no. Just chalk it up like this person's not gonna do what they said they're gonna do when they hit you. That we'll see.
We'll see. But moving on. So it's this new game. Well, it's not new. It was out in Asia on PC and PlayStation 4, but this game is now coming to PS4 in the West. Is Zhang Yang Sword 7, right? And so what it is it's an action RPG rooted in Chinese history and mythology. Players take on the role of Taishi Zhao, a calm and reliable swordsman who was accidentally involved in a tragic fate. To protect his beloved family, he starts a journey in this chaotic realm to find the truth. And so I found some gameplay on
this game was good, man.
YouTube, and we're gonna let that play while we talk about it. Bari, thoughts, man? What you think, man?
It looks pretty good, man. My radar wasn't even on this game until I forgot her name. I think it's Wilderberry. I think her name is. She plays like a lot of RPGs and stuff like that. And she posted about the game, and I was like, let me look at this game. And it looks really, really good, man. And this is supposed to come out like what, 2021?
2021, yeah, in the West.
Oh yeah. I'm with this. I'm with it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to find like some action. So
that's when that girl was walking in the world with the water and all that stuff. It looks really dope right there.
Yeah, and this game
frames look like it's chugging though.
Yeah, in a little bit. I wonder if it'll be like that on the PlayStation 5 as well, though. I don't think it will. But the game looks cool. The game definitely looks dope. Um, 2021 is just looking too packed for games, man. I'm being honest.
2021 is the next 2017, bro. Remember when 2017, the first couple of months, the first 4 months on PlayStation, sheesh,
Yeah,
that year was ridiculous, bro. From January, February, March, April, 2017. Matter of fact, even May too, 2017 was ridiculous, man.
yeah. It was a
And
lot.
then
I bought a lot of games that year.
the summer 2017 was crazy too. Yo, 2017 was a crazy ass year, man.
Yeah, I feel like 20. I feel like 2021 gonna be the same thing. Just cause.
Oh damn. Okay. I like the kill animation right there, and how the enemy the eyes roll back.
He
That
stuck
was
the
fire.
sword through his mouth, man. Shit was crazy. I like the difference of enemies too. Like it's you got the magic user, you got the brute, you got the captain style. You got the range character, the range enemies and things like that. It looked like a cool game, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a full on action
Yeah, I like that though. Like
dash.
that sword, nice little sword combo.
See what this dash looking like. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, this looks good, man.
Yeah, I'm with it. Oh, this is a boss fight right
Yeah,
here.
it's a
Oh,
boss
mini
fight.
boss.
Yeah, I think it's a mini boss or a boss fight.
So who
Oh,
is playing the game? The person playing the game was just getting
I
bopped by
think he
this
was trying to do
boss.
like a. I think he was trying to do like a magic attack, and he got interrupted. Yo, you see that sword he did through his chest though? That the sword attack.
Oh, I'm probably like a couple seconds late. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, I ain't see it. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Let us know what y'all think in the chat, man. This looks great. Is it a day one for you, Barry? Are you picking this up?
Uh,
We'll see.
nah, not even we'll
We'll
see. It
see.
looks good. It depends on what time is coming out.
If it come out
Uh,
around March, that's Returnal, man. And Returnal and what's the name? Phantom Strike. Phantom
but no,
Striker comes out in February, but
I'm liking what I'm seeing. So yeah, it's a day one for me. I just need to see the dashing and
the
the
frames
blocking.
is
But
definitely bad though. They need to work on
yeah,
these frames.
and it looks like one thing Ghost of Tsushima has spoiled me with is the semi kind of lock on that it does. It's not like a true lock on, but the directional inputs of where you're hitting your attack, it's very smart with that. Here, it looks like this guy was just swinging just a swing. Um, so hopefully they can fix that little like semi kind of lock on. Like I feel like Ghost of Tsushima had the perfect like blend as far as like that's a action game and how the lock on system should work. Like wherever your directional input is at, and if you're facing that enemy, you're gonna attack in that area. Where what I saw with this game here, my man was facing a certain way, he was just swinging. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But
yeah. Damn. Okay. Nice little slowdown, like a slowdown ability. That
yeah, it
move
looks
right
good.
there looks like that might be a
It should, it
parry.
should, it should brighten it up too, man. Like the environment look a little bland.
Yeah.
Like make those flowers pop, make the vegetation
Well,
pop a
I
little
would
bit more.
hope that they would do a next gen update for this game for the PS5 since it's coming out 2021 for PS4 in the West.
Oh,
Like,
it's just PS4.
yeah, this is coming to PS4 in the West because this game is already out on PS4 in Asia, but
Yeah,
it's not out on PS4 in the West. So the game is coming to PS4 in the West, but I don't know if we don't know if there's gonna be any next gen update for the game, like 60
yeah.
frames per second mode. Make the textures pop a bit more, get them colors to pop a little bit more. I would hope, because man, I'm gonna be honest, man, because where I'm at right now, gaming wise, man, like we're on next gen, man, and I really want developers to
Port.
really put if you're putting games out, obviously put it out on PS4 because that's where it was and that's where it's going to be, but I would hope that developers also understand that there's also a large number of people, and a growing number of people that are coming to PS5 and are going to be on PlayStation 5. You can't put something like this out in the West and expect it to move any type of units if you're not going to put some polish on this to make it look good and presentable on a PlayStation 5, right? That's how I really feel about it. And, you know, where we're at, especially in 2021 with everything else, you gotta revisit this and update this. This like 30 frames chugging like this, and you know, no 60 frames, and you know, like I agree, like the environment definitely looks bland. Let's clean that up. Let's make that pop a little bit more. You feel me? Like, yeah, let's make it pop. It's next gen, you know. So I hope they do that. If they don't, you know, that sucks. I may pick. I agree with you though. Like, where I need to know where this game is releasing, like what part of 2021 will this game release? Because you know, if it's releasing and then you know I got like I got Persona Phantom Striker, and you know Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, Final Fantasy 16, for Horizon Forbidden West, got all these other games that are releasing around that time frame. It's a skip. It's a skip.
It's a skip.
It's a skip.
Yeah, the older we get to, man, the less time we have.
Facts.
To do what we want to do, man.
That's a fact.
If I was 18, 17-year-old Bari, man, sheesh.
Yeah.
And I had the money that I have now, yo, I'd be minding playing all these games.
Yeah, but you know, time is, the older you get, more responsibilities. You know, people got families and stuff like that. It's not, you know, you gotta put that time and care into the game. But yo, moving on, Spider-Man Remaster. So Bar, you remember a couple months back prior to the PS5 launch, and everybody was crying, hoopla, and all this stuff because the Spider-Man 2018 remaster was tied to the Miles Morales game, right? Then, you know, it came out that, like, you know, if you buy Miles Morales, like, just regular, because it had to be the Ultimate Edition that you had to buy in order to get Spider-Man Remastered, they were tying it to that. But if you bought Miles Morales Original, just a regular game, there was an option in the menus for you to grab Spider-Man Remaster for $20. So, you know, that option was there for you to buy it. Especially if you're buying Miles Morales, you wanted to buy this, you would buy it. Now, Spider-Man Remastered is now standalone in the PlayStation Store. You can buy this now without having to have Miles Morales at all. You can buy Spider-Man Remastered on the PlayStation Store. There's a catch, though. It's $40.
By itself?
Yes, $40 by itself. What's your thoughts on
I mean, to me, that makes sense. That makes sense because if you buy Miles Morales, you're getting like a deal with the game. But after playing the remaster, I'm playing the remaster right now, and they did a lot to this game. You know what I mean? Like I said, ray tracing, it's not a cheap thing to do. The 60 frames and ray tracing, you're not experiencing that with any other game on console. You know what I mean? What other game on consoles is giving you 60 frames with ray tracing outside of Call of Duty for the multiplayer? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, it's a lot that they're doing to him, and the world feels more vibrant as far as it's like everything pops more. There's more people that's walking around. I can tell they changed up a few things as far as like doing the acrobatic flips and all that stuff in the game. Now they tied it to like how Miles Morales would do it with the holding the square button when he's web swinging. New character model. It's not cheap to do. So yeah, I can see it. And you know, they obviously want to give the incentive as far as you buying Miles Morales as well. So it kind of makes the better deal for you to buy Miles Morales, and then you can play, you know, Spider-Man as well.
Apparently there's a little bit more to it too. So you can purchase it on its own, but only if you don't own the original or the season pass. If you do, it's not possible to buy the game for some reason. Instead, you're advised to download the existing PS4 version.
Oh, so if you don't own it at all,
yeah, you can buy it.
Yeah, and plus $40. And you remember that the remaster comes with everything. all the DLC,
Yeah.
the 3-pack DLC, everything. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's like it's kind of like the Game of the Year edition, that's enhanced.
Yeah.
So I can see why it costs 40. I know people's gonna complain about that. So yo, this is anti-consumer, but
it's the game. It's the full game and all the DLC.
yeah, I don't think that's a bad price for what you're getting for the amount of hours you're about to play in that game.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see an issue, right? But you know, there's gonna be somebody that never played the game that's gonna be mad that the game is 40.
Oh my god, yo,
you
why
beat me to it. I was just about to do the voice.
This game came out in 2018. Oh my god,
Listen.
why is it? So what if they did ray tracing, 60 frames per second, in all that, new character models, more NPCs, more? Who cares? All right, it should be at least $20 with all the DLC.
This is my response to all those people that are gonna complain about this.
They're only gonna complain because PlayStation, man.
It's a sound. I'm doing the sound. Hold on, let me set it up. This is what I have to say to all those people that want to complain.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
It's all there. The information is there. The news is there. Deal with it. That's how I feel about it, man. Like, look, if you never played the game, $40 is fair. You're literally getting everything that this game has to offer.
Oh, check it. How much is Control Ultimate Edition for next gen?
40.
Give me $40.
40.
They're not complaining about that, but they're gonna complain about Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
You know why?
Or PlayStation greatness.
Why.
They want that.
You know why?
They want that.
Bari, man.
For those that own the game already, and you bought Miles Morales, go and upgrade that thing, Miles Morales, for that $20. The remaster looks great.
Facts. Bari, so a bit of interesting news here, actually. A bit of interesting news here, sir. So
Lay it on me. Pause.
Hey yo. So it's Sucker Punch.
Let it out, man. Let it out, man. You taking all this goddamn time. Let it out.
I was setting it up. Sucker Punch has released, shout out to Sucker Punch, man. They really have gone above and beyond.
Studio of the year.
Yeah. But outside of Naughty Gods.
No. Studio of the year. I want to hear that outside of Naughty Dog bullshit. Sucker Punch is Studio of the year. It gave a compelling single player story, and they dropped a whole new mode for free. It's amazing that people are still playing, and you can still play. They dropped a raid for that joint that is very challenging and all that. Yes. And then they even give it more content. Listen, Naughty Dog made a great game. There's no denying that. But we got to stop that BS. Sucker Punch is the Studio of the year. No if buts about it.
Outside of Naughty Gods. Anyway, so Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Tsushima and Sucker Punch is just the game that keeps on giving, right? So from now until January 15th, 2021, you can unlock special Ghost of Tsushima Legend outfits inspired by iconic PlayStation characters from God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Shadow of Colossus, and Bloodborne. Complete any story or survival mission with each class to unlock all 4 outfits. And I cannot lie here, sir. These look dope, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, these look dope. The Studio of the Year definitely doing it once again, man.
This one's definitely Aloy. This bow and arrow one, right?
Aloy.
That's Aloy right there. This is Shadow of Colossus with the
Shadow of Colossus. Yeah, that's the first Colossi you fight, I think.
Yeah, no, that's the Bloodborne. This the second one, ain't it? That's the first one.
I think the face look at the first dude. I'm not too sure.
That might be the first one. I thought that was the second one. Anyway, the last
assassin.
one.
That's the assassin, right? That got the.
Yes, this is the assassin. And then my Ronin. I'm the best Ronin. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. I'm the best. Ask Bari. Bari tell you. I'm the best Ronin in the game on the server. I speak facts.
He's best. He's the best runner in the game. He's definitely very clutch. You know,
I'm the
even
best runner
though
in the
there's
game.
times where
Here
you
you
got
go.
to save him, but he don't want. He don't want to admit
Here you go
that.
with the backhanded compliments, man. I was just about to compliment Bari and say he was one of the best assassins in the game with the clutch.
Oh no, I'm not
pickups.
one of the best. I am the best assassin.
I was gonna definitely say he was the best assassin in the game because there were times where like these clutch moments, he would go in Viz and revive us and get us back into the game. So I was gonna give him that, but he had to give me a backhanded compliment. So chat, do you think I should compliment him now?
Listen, the best assassin in the game made us beat that raid. If I didn't climb myself up there,
here you go. All right.
And get that thing and put, hey, let your persona go and take that. And I died for y'all.
Yeah,
I died for y'all.
You got it.
Hey, yo, y'all left me too.
Nah, you definitely went back in because you know that whole situation of why you had to go back in that second time because we all was supposed to go in, but you went in the second time at the end. For old girl.
I remember the second time. Yeah, the second.
Yeah, that's why we got it because you went back in and fought her again while me and Sickness was trying to keep everybody alive.
Yeah,
so I'm the best Ronin in the game. My setup is meta. You understand? I'm the best Ronin. Bari's the best assassin.
Look at this man, Issa. Issa said, why the Shadow Colossus helmet looks like Craig?
Oh, damn.
Yo,
let me zoom in a little bit.
Yo, look at it.
Oh, my God. Zoom in on that. Oh. Oh, damn, man.
Now I can't get that damn image on my head, man.
Hey, low-key, now I'm definitely about to put this on. Yo, I need to get back on here and level up the other two characters to 20 so I could get that last trophy.
Yeah, that's all I need. I need Samurai and then Ronin. I
need Assassin and Archer and the Archer chick. This God of War one looks good too, man, because it's got the fucking Kratos swirls and all this on his armor.
Yeah.
This one looks real good here.
Yeah,
man.
They did a great job, man. Yo, like I said, really and truly, like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from Naughty Dog, but when it just comes to consistency as far as this year and what Sucker Punch has produced and the level of quality of what they produce, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer. They're the studio of the year, because still,
I will admit that Sucker Punch is definitely
Naughty Dog
much
put out
more consistent because Naughty Dog we're still waiting on Naughty. I thought that we were going to get the multiplayer announcement.
Exactly.
For we're still waiting on the multiplayer announcement. There's no 60 frames per second mode for Last of Us. Sucker Punch, I'm gonna give it to you here, man. They definitely are the studio of the year. Cause let's talk about the timeline for a second, right? So the game released in July. Yeah, the game released in July.
Yeah, July 19th.
We got the game was great. The story was great. Then October we got the Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which is phenomenal. Right, the end of October, early November, we got or mid-October to end of October, we got the raid for Legends, which was, if you watch my stream, a bar stream, or Six stream, you understand this, the stress and the anger and the
we had them cheaters coming in. Hey, you want me to let you guys know what you gotta do?
I beat it in 20 minutes.
I beat it in 20 minutes. My first go. I was shocked too. Okay.
Right, so the raid, which is fun, by the way, it's crazy too, because the way they created the raid, it really is team focused, and they just did so great on this game and on this raid. Right, then they had the next gen update ready for the launch of the PlayStation 5. And now this. I gotta be honest, man. Naughty Dog definitely created one of the greatest games of the generation, but Naughty Dog is falling behind. We don't even have a 60 frames per second mode for Last of Us 2 for the story.
Really and truly, too, Sucker Punch took the photo mode to the next level. Because now you have the animated photos, you can look at the stills as far as like the background is still animated. They had the best photo mode ever in any PlayStation 4 game. Yo, that's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. And like I said, I love Naughty Dog, and I think they deserve the Game of the Year and all that stuff. But when it comes to Studio of the Year, you just gotta look at the content that this studio is putting out. This studio put out a great game right from the start, full-fledged story. You probably play for like 60, 90 hours.
Oh,
And
I've put like 150 hours in this game already.
Yep. And then nobody thought they was gonna drop this multiplayer. Just dropped upon a blog article. Hey, yo, multiplayer coming, fall 2020. Then they dropped it around Halloween time because of the theme of the whole Legend story mode. And then the raid came out. Yo, they has been on point all day, every day, this whole year.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry, the studio of the year.
Yeah. Shout out to Sucker Punch, man. They're one of my favorite studios anyway because I love the Infamous series. So, yeah, that's hands down. I'm perplexed too, Salty. Where is this? At least this 60 frames per second mode for Last of Us 2. 2021 has to be their year, right? Because you're coming off a big win with all these awards. The 60 frames per second mode and the multiplayer mode, that would just be the icing on the cake, man. Like that would just really, like, it couldn't get no better than that, right? They need to hurry up with that. I'm gonna be honest, because I love factions.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have that ready for the PS5. That would have been the icing on the cake right there. Like, and you have, one of the greatest games to come out this generation. It has next gen updates as far as just taking advantage of the frames per second and put a little ray tracing and all that stuff.
Bro. Yeah. They Naughty Dog. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe they need more time or something. But yeah, they definitely
need a crunch again.
No, listen. They take their time, man. Listen, I don't want them to release anything that's not going to be.
Nah. We ain't trying to hear that. We ain't trying to hear that, bro. Like I said, we just spoke about Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch delivered everything that we want from Naughty Dog in the same time span. Okay,
yeah.
They delayed their game so Naughty Dog could put their game out earlier. Okay, because the Ghost was going to come out in June.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's still the same time frame, and you don't have no 60 frames per second. You ain't have no story DLC, none of that. You ain't have no multiplayer, none of that. Great game. I'm not knocking it. Love it. I booted up on my PS5. It looked amazing, but I was like, damn, now that I beat this game, twice already, it would be cool to play this in 60 frames. But at the end of the day, still both great studios. But I just think people sometimes can overlook what Sucker Punch have done in this year. Yeah. In less than half of the year.
Yeah, less than half.
Content
they've had this. They've been working on this for a while, and so shout out to them, man. Shout out to Sucker Punch, and that's really good. Moving on, man. Let's talk about this PlayStation Blog Awards 2020 Game of the Year.
Yes, sir.
It's the end of the year, so you guys know that award shows are happening. Game award shows are happening all over the place, right? The Golden Joystick, the Game Awards with Jeff Keighley, and PlayStation Blog held a game of an awards show this year as well. Well, not show, but like post where everyone could vote for like their favorite PlayStation games in different categories and things like that. And so these are the winners, man. No surprise here. Best narrative went to Last of Us Part 2. The best use of the DualSense controller, that game was obviously Astro Bot Playroom.
You saw what they did though. You saw what they did. They had different. They pretty much implement the trophy system as far as what Sackboy is going to be doing, as far as how people's doing. Everybody's going to get an award.
Yeah, everyone gets an award. So
best narrative they had up there for Naughty Dog, which got the platinum, but everybody else got like the gold and silver and all that.
Yeah, but I care about we care about the platinums.
Yeah, I mean, the platinum is the big award,
one,
but everybody got an award.
Yeah, everyone got an award for sure. The best use of the DualSense, obviously, Astro Playroom. Like, if you haven't played this game on your PS5, which is a free or a pre-installed game, this game is fun. It's a nice, quick platinum. Took me about 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus. Go
Well,
ahead,
because I
man.
was, hey, first off, I need you to relax, okay? I was, playing
7
around.
hours.
I was playing around and doing other stuff. Listen, everybody doesn't use guides, okay? Some of those hidden,
I know
some of
you.
those,
I know
some
you
of
ain't bring
those,
that up with me.
some of those hidden puzzle pieces were hidden pretty well. Okay?
Oh, you talking
They
about
were-
you ain't use the guy from the PlayStation thing?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you wildin'.
I used some of it, but I was
Yeah,
trying to find. I was trying to
guiding
find
that
them.
thing up. I was guiding that thing up.
I was trying to find them at first, right? So, anyway, it took me maybe like five hours or so, but I still played around with some other stuff. But going through the history of PlayStation, man, that PlayStation trophy room is just
it gives you feels.
memory lane, bro.
Especially the
man.
PSP. Like the PSP stuff was like, damn, man.
Yeah.
PSP was so great,
I
yo.
had two PSPs too. I had a jailbroken one and I had a regular one because I had the
Same here.
Star Wars Battlefront
Same here.
white PSP. Remember that one? My aunt had bought me that for my birthday, and then my grandmother had bought me the original PSP when it first came out. So like I had one jailbroken, and then I had that regular one, and man,
In my
I
first
think all that stuff is at
PSP,
my
I
grandmother's
jailbroke
house
that.
still, too.
I
think all
jailbroke that
stuff is
PSP. I put all the Mario and Nintendo shit on it.
Yep.
And the second one, I was like, nah, this gonna be my official.
Yeah. The best
Man.
the best accessibility features. Obviously, Last of Us Part 2 got the platinum trophy in this. Best graphical showcase. Last of Us Part 2. What were some of the other nominees? How did Demon Souls lose this?
Demon Souls the best graphical?
Yeah, this one was the best graphical showcase, and Demon Souls got a bronze. Miles Morales got a silver.
Maybe because not
and Ghost of
everybody
Tsushima
has
got
the PS5. That's
gold.
why.
I guess, but as great as Last of Us Part 2 is, I feel like Miles or Demon Souls should have got that, honestly. Best art direction, Ghost of Tsushima. Shout out to them. That's definitely well deserved. Yeah, I agree. Best soundtrack. Yo, you're going to be mad here. No, best soundtrack was Last of Us Part 2, and Final Fantasy Remake got a bronze.
Nah.
Insanity.
This is the problem with these PlayStation nerds. They don't know what's a good soundtrack. Listen,
yo,
I don't care. I don't care.
It,
listen, Last of Us, good soundtrack, but it's not better than Ghost of Tsushima. It's not better than Miles Morales, and it's definitely not better than Final Fantasy 7. Listen, yo, you guys, I love The Last of Us, man, but god damn, you guys need to take that cack out the yo, like
yeah,
yo,
nah, this one, the best soundtrack most definitely does not go to Last of Us Part 2, man. Stop it,
These
man.
PlayStation nerds
This is
crazy.
Final Fantasy 100%. Like this is a shoot. Like the fact that what's crazy is the fact that Final Fantasy is this low, right? I can understand, like, all right, you know, Last of Us 2 edged it out, but then Final Fantasy's at the gold. You people got Final Fantasy at the bronze?
I don't understand Last of Us edging out nothing. Last of Us should have been bronze. Final Fantasy platinum, Miles gold, Ghost silver, and Last of Us. Heck, I even put what's his name over Last of Us, man. I put 13 Sentinels soundtrack over Last.
This is insanity, man. Best sound design, Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, Last of Us. I give that to Last of Us for sure. Yes.
Best multiplayer, Call of Duty Warzone. What were the other choices here? Cold War. How did Ghost of Tsushima Legends not win? Yo, listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Guys, you guys know I play COD. Y'all know I play COD. I play Fall Guys as well, right? Warzones I tried once, ass, right? I don't like that battle royale dog shit. But Ghost of Tsushima Legends and what Ghost of Tsushima Legends did, yo, I really feel like out of all these four, this definitely should have won.
Especially for a PlayStation Awards, Ghost of Tsushima should have won that.
Ghost of Tsushima.
No, 13 Sentinels have a great soundtrack.
Best sports game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Best new character, Miles Morales. Hey, shout out to
absolutely
Najee Jeter.
Who's the other characters in there for the best new character?
Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima, Abby, Last of Us 2, and Eivor, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. How is Eivor but not Ellie make it on this list?
But Ellie not a new character.
Oh, new character. Sorry. New character. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like there's been other characters that have been better.
I'd have put Jin first.
Jin is me, man. I'd have put my boo Abby, Laura Bailey.
Is more for a new character than Miles. Miles we already saw in the game. Yeah, this is a standalone game, but Jin was a great character too, man.
Laura Bailey, that's my boo, man. She would have won that platinum straight up. I'm keeping it stacked with you, Gotti. Best independent.
He said 13 Sentinels played zero music. What?
Buck. I don't know if you want to bark up this tree with Bari. Yeah. That's one of Bari's favorite games of this year, man. I don't know if you want to do that. He's played that game through and through. I'm staying out of it though. Best independent.
That's hard to say because the music played throughout the whole game, and also the battle sequences. You're playing all the music throughout the game. Mm-hmm. Maybe you had the music on mute. I don't know.
Best independent game, Fall Guys. The other choices for Bug Snacks, Worms. Worms Rumble just came out. What, is Skater XL? Whatever. Gaming Moment of the Year. Ellie, Last of Us Part 2 Final Showdown. The other choices was Ghost of Tsushima Horseback Title Sequence, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales The Bridge Sequence, and Astro Playroom Experience and Haptics and Adaptive Triggers for the first time. I'm going to keep it a stack. Them adaptive triggers and haptics, man, that was pretty high up there for me. I'm gonna be honest. When I first experienced that with Astro,
what's the category? Best gaming moment.
Gaming moments of the year. Last of Us Part 2 Final Showdown, Ghost of Tsushima Horseback Title Sequence, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales The Bridge Sequence.
None of them.
Astro's Playroom Experience and Haptics and Adaptive Triggers for the first time.
Fighting Sephiroth in Chapter 18, best gaming moment.
Oh, that would have
because that was like some Advent Children.
Yeah, it was
shit that was unexpected.
Yeah. Best VR experience was to Star Wars Squadrons, and then PS4 Game of the Year, Last of Us Part 2, and PS5 Game of the Year, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Absolutely.
And most anticipated game. The most anticipated game is the new God of War title. The other games were Horizon Forbidden West, Resident Evil Village, and Final Fantasy 16. This is actually a pretty hard list because Final Fantasy 16, Horizon Forbidden West, and God of War are like my top three.
Yeah, FF16. I'd have gave that the platinum. Then I'll give God of War the gold and Horizon the silver.
Yeah, that's actually how I would have did it as well. I would have did it like
Resident Evil's not even in my top.
Studio of the Year, obviously Naughty Dog, Naughty Gods. We out here.
No.
The other choices were Insomniac, Sucker Punch.
Read the description. Read the description.
All right, so wait,
Sucker Punch got silver.
Sucker Punch got silver, over Insomniac.
Insomniac. I can agree.
This is the hard. These four studios. It's hard to place all of them using this bronze, gold, silver because all of them won't belong where they are.
No, I would have. This is how I gave it: Sucker Punch, Insomniac, Square Enix, then Naughty Dog.
You really would put Naughty Dog at the bronze?
Yes.
Oh shit! Bro.
What did they deliver? Yo, bro, they delivered one
of the greatest games of the generation. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm talking about sheer. The quality of that one game was amazing. I'm talking about content as well.
They're not as you splitting hairs bro. You splitting hairs here, bro. They released the greatest game, one of the greatest games of the generation.
Doesn't matter. You released a game that the first game had the multiplayer. You took away the multiplayer for the second game, and then you talking about some promise, talking about we were gonna come back strong. You ain't come back strong. What? We still waiting, brother. Bruh. Every other studio out here been delivering games, bruh. Come on, stop that, bruh. I get it. The game was amazing. I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm not taking it.
But
Studio
that's
of
what
the
I'm
year,
saying, man. The game that is enough to.
no, it's not enough.
That's enough.
It's not enough.
Are you kidding me?
It's not enough.
Are you kidding me,
No.
dude? They released the greatest game of this generation. Look at the awards that they cleaned up. That's not a studio of the year to you off that? Just off that?
No,
Are you kidding me?
I'm not discrediting that stuff, but I'm talking about when I think about studio of the year, I'm thinking about what these studios have produced as well. You telling me that they produce more?
Look at what he produced. Look at what Naughty Dog produced.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes, one of the greatest game of this last generation.
All right, but they didn't produce more and more consistent stuff and quality stuff as like Sucker Punch did with Ghost of Tsushima, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I think the Naughty Dog. I think Last of Us 2 is a better game. Overall, I like Ghost of Tsushima more, and Ghost of Tsushima offered more.
It did. No, it did offer
less
more.
time period.
It did offer more. For me personally, my list would be Naughty Dog with the platinum, Sucker Punch with the gold, Insomniac with silver, and Square would be bronze.
Yo, the reason why.
But then again, wait a second.
The reason why people are giving Naughty Dog the platinum is because of all the other achievements that they have gotten as far as the awards.
No,
you're not thinking about it as far as what they have.
I'm thinking Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 2. That game is so great. It's so they did so much with that game, like in terms of just changing how the gameplay is, but still being able to maintain
they made the gameplay better. They made the gameplay better.
They made it much better. The world is bigger, more vast. Enemies, AI, smart, and all stuff. Like everything that they did with this game is just on another level.
Yes,
and
but
playing Last of Us Part 2
twice
and playing through that alone, that experience alone for me is enough to give Naughty Dog Studio of the Year. Now, Ghost of Tsushima. Hold on. Hear me out. Ghost of Tsushima is really high up there as well. It is.
This is all I'm going to ask you.
Go ahead.
Would you like factions in Naughty Dog Last of Us Part 2 this year?
Yes, I would.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't.
It's not your studio of the year. Sorry. I'm sorry. Because you got something that you wasn't even anticipating, and you probably put more hours in than Naughty Dog's whole game that they put out.
I mean, I put 85 hours in Last of Us Part 2.
Understand this. You ain't put no 85 hours in Last of Us Part 2. Stop it. Ghost of Tsushima Legends, bro. The times we was playing that, that's the.
I told you I put like 150.
Alone.
We put like 125.
The raids alone, bro. You put more.
Yo,
like
y'all hear this dude? Yo, hold on. Yo, chat, y'all hear this dude? This man trying to tell me the hours I put in games, bro. Yo, this is crazy.
No.
What are you talking about here, bro?
The reason why I know because I played Legends with you. You put more hours just in that multiplayer mode alone than you did in the whole Naughty Dog.
Let me go down. Let me go down the list.
I'm not taking away length as far as like quality and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You guys got, like I said, I love Naughty Dog. I love Last of Us Part 2. I think it's one of the greatest games of the generation.
So Ghost of Tsushima, I put 149 hours, right?
But when it comes to straight, Last
of Us Part 2, I put 63 hours in. I put a lot of time in that game. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I put a lot of time in that game because I did 2 full playthroughs. Because I did the second playthrough that I did that second playthrough. That was my collection playthrough, and I did the full second playthrough of that game to get the platinum. I did full 2 playthroughs, and that game, the second time around, that game was just as good as the first. Like I didn't feel like I was still shocked and amazed. It's an amazing studio. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is great. Ghost of Tsushima is a great game. They did things that surprised me, especially with the raid, especially with the multiplayer of the game. Like it surprised me. They are definitely up there with the Studio of the Year contender. They are a contender.
Oh, they're the Studio of the Year. Plain and simple.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
Yo, they delivered a great game, great quality content. It wasn't as far as like polished as The Last of Us. Obviously, Last of Us is not as a bigger scale of a game like Ghost of Tsushima. But
Take away. Okay, let me ask you a question. Take away the legends.
I'm not. No, you can't take away legends. That is tangible evidence of why they're Studio of the Year. That's That's exactly why Naughty Dog is not Studio of the Year, because you have to say something like take away legends. No, I'm not taking away something that's factually
I
there.
tried to use a Twitter argument. I'm sorry. I tried to use a Twitter argument.
I ain't gotta take away nothing from.
I tried to use
Ghost
a
of
Twitter
Tsushima.
argument. I'm sorry. I tried to use a Twitter argument just now.
Plain and simple. I don't care about y'all feelings. I don't care about. I'm just giving y'all facts. No, The Last of Us made me feel like this. I don't give two fucks.
But that matters though. That matters though, because that all plays into the
that
Studio
matters.
of the Year.
That matters in your Game of the Year and other stuff. But you can't take away the tangible evidence that this studio and the content they have produced, and you're gonna talk about you're gonna give it to Naughty Dog because they made you feel good. No, nigga.
Listen, what I'm saying is, with what Ghost of Tsushima has brought to the table and what Sucker Punch brought to the table this year, it definitely deserves a lot of recognition.
Oh, it deserves
a lot of recognition. But I love the legends. But I'm looking at Last of Us. I'm thinking back to Last of Us Part 2, and I'm looking at this story. This story really pulled, like, it really. That within itself is enough. That within itself is enough for Naughty Dog to be gaming Studio of the Year.
I'm not talking about story, bro. Because story
we have to. What are you talking? No, we have to talk about.
It's too subjective because you might think about the story differently than somebody else. You know what I mean? It's very subjective.
But this is about what I think the Studio of the Year should be.
Oh, but
I think it should be Naughty Dog.
This is the reason why I'm not giving you anything subjective. I'm giving you everything that I've given my point of why Sucker Punch is Studio of the Year. It's all objective. It's not my feelings.
No,
everything is all facts. It's not my feelings about the story.
Oh, this guy. All right.
That's what
you try to just use that argument. All right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's nothing I've ever brought up about the whole debate that we having is my feelings. Everything I brought up is straight facts of what the studio, as far as what they the category is, the studio produced for the year. You got that argument. I'm not. At the end of the day, like I said, Naughty Dog, they put out a better game.
You're right. You're right.
Even though I have more fun, I enjoyed Ghost more. Naughty Dog definitely put out the better game. But when I'm just thinking about what the studio have produced, and they still dropping content, bro. They still dropping. It's not like they cut the game off. The game is still getting content.
Yeah. All right, you got it. You're absolutely right with the facts. If we're looking at just the facts,
that's what we should be looking. at.
Yes. We're looking at just the facts. You're right. I slipped up. You're right. You got it. Based off the facts, Sucker Punch, they produce more than Naughty Dog, so they should be Studio of the Year based off the facts. You're right. Honestly, I'm not even trying to like troll. I'm dead serious. Honestly, they should be, because you're right. They produce more. You're right. You know, hit you with the soundboard real quick.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You got it, bro. You got it, man.
Okay, you got my blood boiling.
I can see. You got it. You're right. I was doing the biggest mistakes that gamers do, is I was going with my feelings and not the facts. You're right.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to this type of category, as far as award, I don't think you should go off of feeling. You should go off of what the studios actually 100%. Produce.
You're absolutely right. I got caught up because I love Last of Us 2 that much.
Yo, bro, I love the game too. I got mad hours in Last of Us Part 2 as well. I'm on my third playthrough on the hardest difficult where they added. You know what I mean?
For that 60 frames per second before I hit up that grounded mode with the permadeath.
Yeah, because grounded mode is a different beast. It's a different beast.
Yeah, it is.
It ain't Survivor. It ain't Survivor.
Grounded. You going, especially with the way how this game is. Yeah, that grounded mode is like, it's a problem.
Like, I'm thinking about certain scenes in that game, and I'm just like,
Rat King on grounded. That's gonna be a problem.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, bro. Even that first scene where you're in the subway and all the clickers are there, and then the other dudes. I
yeah.
can that part right there is going to be a headache on Grounded too. I can tell.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Naughty Dog. I think they're a great studio. I love the studio as well. As how I sound, it might come off as like, yo, I'm a Naughty Dog hate. I'm not. I love the game, but personally, I just feel like Sucker Punch, they got snubbed. You know what I mean? And they putting out content, and it's quality content. It's not like, oh, we put a multiplayer mode and the joint's trash. It's quality content.
No, it's quality. It's quality. You're right. All right, let's move into so this last portion is kind of got the last two news topics kind of coincide with the first topic of our discussion of what we was talking about, right? So Bari, you've been following you on social media. You know what's going on with Cyberpunk 2077 and how PlayStation is now going to be issuing refunds. And they also delisted the game from the store. Like, you can no longer buy Cyberpunk 2077 from the store, right? I'm gonna remain quiet here because I really want your thoughts, because you haven't done no podcast this week talking about it. And of all the people, even my own podcast, I want to hear your thoughts, right? So, Bari, you got the floor. So you know about the news, right? I'm going to ask you the question, the topic question, but I also want you to kind of, you got the floor and kind of talk about the Cyberpunk news and stuff like that and your thoughts on that, and then also answer the question after. So the question is, with the recent events with Cyberpunk 2077, what is something you want other developers to take from this situation? You got the floor.
Oh yeah, so like the whole Cyberpunk thing, pretty much CD Projekt Red, they lied about the console version and how good it's gonna be and how the performance and how crispy it's gonna be looking. I think they did like a tweet. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna have no issues with the console versions and all like that. They lied about that. They pretty much scammed console gamers for them buying their game by giving the PC version of the game like how it's going to be on console. You know what I mean? Like, they made it seem like, oh, it's going to look as good as this and going to run as good as this here on consoles as well. Maybe not as good looking, but it's going to run as good. And they pretty much scammed it. They scammed not only the gamers, but they scammed the media as well. Where media, they got held off from the console versions. I even made a tweet. I was like, yo, this is very disingenuous, because majority of the people that's going to be playing this game is going to be playing it on console. I don't give a damn about your pre-order number and 50-something%, 41%. I don't give a damn about that. Majority of the people that's going to be anticipating this game and playing this game is on console. And you hid that version on purpose because you knew the versions was going to be ass cheeks. And then you made a tweet talking about they made some tweet talking what they said. They said about how
they said that we didn't during the development process we didn't pay enough attention to the console versions of the game.
Yeah, like come on, bro. You know what I mean? What studio is gonna say something like that? We didn't pay enough attention to certain versions of the game that you're putting out, but then you delayed the game like the third time because you said that we have to make sure the quality is up to snuff when it comes to all of these versions that you listed in your bold ass yellow background and black, font, whatever color. Come on, man. Text, like, you got to stop this BS. CD Projekt Red. They've been BSing gamers throughout this whole process of Cyberpunk 2077, and they even lied about the whole. The PlayStation is going to be offering refunds. They lied about that, where it came out where they didn't even have a conversation with PlayStation. So then we saw a tweet, a couple of days after, where PlayStation was like, yo, we're going to remove this game off our store, and we're going to issue refunds for the people that want the refunds, right? Obviously, they have the process where you click the link and it will you sign in, and it will locate if you pretty much purchase the game. That's why a lot of people, they didn't see the whole request for a refund yet, because they had to research if you had the game purchased. And once they did that, you go and re-click that link again, and you'll see the bottom there say you can request a refund. You know what I mean? And some people was having issue with them PlayStation removing the game out the store, and people getting a refund from the game. You know, and I'm doing Speak from the Heart tomorrow morning, where people's doing these dumbass comparisons, trying to compare Cyberpunk 2077 to Days Gone.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
which is asinine. I don't know what the hell's going on in this gaming community, but a lot of you got, I'm gonna say that for Speak from the Heart. But at the end of the day, PlayStation made the right move as far as removing it. This is not the first time PlayStation has removed a game that is unplayable from their store. You know what I mean? People are misconstruing the difference between a game that's buggy and a game that's unplayable. And it was pretty much unplayable on PlayStation 4. It was running 12 to 15 frames, 20 frames. You wasn't even getting a 30 locked in this damn game. The game was crashing left and right. People was not enjoying their experiences that obviously they probably could hold off on another game where they experienced some bugs. This game, it was damn well unplayable. Everybody been reporting it unplayable. People been putting up videos unplayable. PlayStation's not going to have that on their store, where some people's not on Twitter, some people's not watching YouTube, some people's just not in the know. Some people just see a game. It's like, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, in the Cyberpunk world, let me go and buy that game. And they're having a bad experience. So PlayStation's going to remove that so they can, stop that, from happening, where people's just buying the game left and right on the store and experiencing something bad. You think PlayStation want to hear all these calls from gamers talking about they want a refund? So yeah, they're going to take that off the store. So you know what I mean? You can stop all of that nonsense. But it's been a whole mess, man, when it comes to CD Projekt Red. And the thing is, I like CD Projekt Red, and I like them because of one game. You know what I mean? The Witcher 3, I felt like that game was amazing. It was a good game. It was a buggy game. But overall, my experience of the game, it wasn't as buggy as other people, that is saying with that game. But I like that game enough where I trusted them enough. I'm like, yo, Cyberpunk, yeah, that's definitely a buy. I'm anticipating that game. I'm hyped for that game. And I felt like they anthemed me with that game, man. No, real talk, because, yo, one thing with Anthem was annoying because of the load screens and the bugs and stuff like that. But Anthem, I was never really invested as far as like, I'm going to get a good story game from here. But Cyberpunk, I was going in with anticipation that, yo, I'm going to get this amazing story like I'm getting with like Witcher 3. I can't wait to build up my character in this city. I'm going to do the nomad life because I feel like I want to be the outsider and I want to be this come up, and I'm taking over the city. And yo, the beginning of the game to me was whack as hell. It was not what I was anticipating. I thought I was going to be doing much more as far as living the nomad life before I get into Night City. I thought once I get into Night City, I'm going to be building up rather than giving me a cutscene for a minute and a half, showing everything that I wanted to do. And I mean, I was just like, yo, this is kind of whack. And everybody on Twitter is like, this story was amazing. I don't know. I don't see how. And then I realized that they play on another platform that don't really give you, Anyway, we're gonna say that was Speak from the Heart. But what with the recent events, what would I like other developers to do with the situation? Yo, take your time to deliver these games. Yeah, I understand that deadlines is gonna be there, and publishers are gonna push to meet these deadlines because you got to meet certain quotas within the quarters and all stuff. I understand all the business aspects of putting out a game, but at the end of the day, the business won't do well if you don't put out a great product. And just like with Cyberpunk, they're feeling it business wise as well, because they're losing billions of dollars because of this game.
$6 billion to be exact, and their market cap has dropped their stock market cap has dropped by half. Exactly.
You know what I mean? By not putting out a great product on where people's going to play the most on the consoles. And I'm not talking about those people that got PS5s and Series X's. No, I'm not talking about you, because you should be blessed that you have a PS5 or a Series X, because the console itself is brute forcing the game so it can actually run. You know what I mean? It's a big difference in somebody that hasn't upgraded yet and they have a PS4 or they have a PS4 Pro or whatever, and they're struggling driving the game. They're struggling just walking through the world because the console itself is not strong enough to brute force all the mistakes that CD Projekt or the unoptimized game that CD Projekt Red has produced. Talking about they didn't but they said they didn't look deep enough. They overlooked
the
these
console
versions of the
versions.
games. That is very disrespectful, man. Very disrespectful. And like people underestimate this game as far as how large the anticipation was for this game. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like to look at CD Projekt Red as this big studio and their big AAA games. But trust me, this game was being anticipated as big as some of these games like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duties, and all that stuff. This game is one of those games that was huge. It was a huge game, and they kicked the bucket on this, man. And I lost trust. I lost trust in them. You know what I mean? I even was defending them at a moment because not because of what I played from Cyberpunk. From what I played from Witcher 3, I was defending because I'm like, there's no way they're gonna make a bad game like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I seen the tweets that it was making, the development hell of the game, but there's no way they can't put out a game that's quality like Witcher 3 or lesser quality Witcher 3. They did. They fooled me. You know what I mean? Fooled me. So developers look at this situation and you know what I mean? If you promise a version of the game, make sure that a version of the game is playable at the end of the day. And that's the thing too, man. I'm not giving them no sympathy as far as they got all these platforms. Look at all these platforms these other AAA devs got to put out. You know what I mean? Yeah, they get like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can I get all? That game buggy as hell as well, but it's obviously not buggy enough where people can't. It's a playable experience still. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna have these little glitches and these weird ass animations and stuff like that. It's gonna be buggy. Even though I think that game should have a high score that it has right there, even with the bugs. But it's obviously some type of it's playable. CD Projekt Red and what they did with Cyberpunk is not playable. And I can tell from playing this game on a PS5. I only put like 5 hours in the game. Because I'm a little disappointed in the game, and I can already tell. I'm like, imagine playing this on PS4. Hell no. Developers, man, take your time with these games. Make sure you put out a quality product that that will give you a good rapport with gamers. Because if you like the famous quote that my man what's the name from Nintendo said, man. They'd rather have a delayed game so they put out this quality product than having a game put out early and it's buggy as hell and messed up where it's messing the report again. Mm-hmm. That's not verbatim what the guy said, but you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's a mess, man. It's been a mess, and people's defending this crap. I don't understand how you're defending it. You know what I mean? People's trying to compare this to Days Gone. This is nowhere comparable to Days Gone. Nowhere close. You know what I mean? That it's ridiculous, man. The lengths that PlayStation is taking out the game of the store. Other games should be Days Gone should have been taken off too. Are you slow? Are you stupid? I'm bad. Speak from the heart tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a sneak peek of what Speak from the Heart going to be tomorrow, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Right early in the morning too.
Oh yeah.
Sunday.
I'm setting the alarm. I'm setting the alarm, Barry. I'm setting the alarm, God. Ladies and gentlemen, set that alarm. What time? Let them know. What time?
10 a.m. Eastern time.
Set that alarm for 9:30. You want to be washed, showered, brush your teeth, ready to go. 9:30, set that alarm.
Y'all going to see, man, the arguments that these people are bringing up. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that these people do podcasts. Like these, a lot of people, they can't debate. Because they make stupid arguments. Their points don't stick. It doesn't make any sense. They bring up topics, and then when you refute it, they're telling you don't make no sense of why you bringing that up. I'm refuting your point that you brought up. But we're gonna
Speak from
show
the
you
heart.
all the stuff.
Oh yeah. And with the topic question, so with the recent events of Cyberpunk 2077, what is something you want other developers to take from this situation?
Yeah, I want them to learn from that. Like I said, I want them to learn from this and put out a quality product. If you have to wait and delay the game, delay the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, a gamer, as much as people want to play these games, like, you know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I wanted to play that game in February right there.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't ready to be put out, delay the game.
Yeah.
It delayed the game.
Yeah.
Even after playing the game, there's certain things I don't want them to, polish with the game. That if they said they would delay the game to like July or September, I'd have been fine with that. Because overall, I want to play a quality product rather than a buggy mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same. I mean, guys, for those that follow my personal channel, Gaming with Persona, I've talked about this stuff for 3 times. It's a three-peat for me. Like I've done 3 podcasts on these stuff as new information has come out. I said, like, after today, it's done for me. Like, in terms of talking about this, just because I've said all that I can. Well, after tomorrow, because that speaks from the heart, I'm definitely going in there. But after tomorrow, I'll not talk about this no more. I promise. Like, this is, but I'm going to say this, right? And again, if y'all follow me on my personal channel, you know what I'm about to say. This was the studio that y'all was trying to put up on a pedestal with Naughty Dog and Rockstar?
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Are you out of your mind? Yo, listen. All jokes aside. Jim Ryan said it best himself.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
At the end of the day, it's about the games, right? My whole thing is them lying. They lied to gamers. They took gamers' money, right? They did all this. They forgot about the console version. They were trying to pretend to be your friend, right? When, oh, we respect your money, and oh, we would never do microtransactions, and oh, yeah, companies that do crunch is bad and wrong, and oh, we would never do it. All this bullshit. Listen, when they started talking like that, I already knew that they were walking around like they shit didn't stink. I already knew. And I always had the side eye on them. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 looked interesting enough to me to where I was like, yo, look, I'm willing to buy this game, pre-order this game, because it does look like, as much as we talk, I'm talking about this, and we're going in on the situation. The game did look interesting to me. Mm-hmm. It definitely looked very interesting. Where I'm like, yo, I gotta play this. I gotta try this. This looks really dope. And y'all know me. I don't really like Western RPGs to begin with. Now, granted, this is, they're in Poland, but you get what I'm saying. I'm more of a JRPG guy. I've always been that way. Like, a lot of these Western RPGs, Fallout, Mass Effect, and all that stuff just doesn't look appealing to me. Andromeda was trash. Fallout 4 is trash. Fallout New Vegas 3 and all that. I know some of y'all swear by that, but, buggy, all this bugs and all, I'm good. 76, garbage. I'm good. Again, Cyberpunk reassures why I stick to JRPGs.
Yeah, it's another thing too, because when you said that this is the studio that people are comparing to Naughty Dog and whatever, I'm thinking back and I'm trying to think like who made that comparison, and it's not PlayStation gamers making that comparison. I have not seen one PlayStation person make that comparison.
Because PlayStation gamers know better. No. And again, this is my thing. And Bari, you and I had this conversation. Well, we had this debate back when you on X we was playing COD. But we had this conversation where I said a lot of people are putting this game at that level. A lot of people are putting this studio at that level with Rockstar and Naughty Dog off of one game, Witcher 3. You can't do that. You just can't. Like, it can, oh, this is such a great studio. I love the studio because they created this game. But for a lot of people, they are just getting introduced to Witcher at Witcher 3. Right? That, now, again, it could be your favorite studio. That's not the dispute here. To put it at the level of Naughty Dog, Rockstar, and developers of that That's the you can't do that because that's not a fact, right? We have to go off of the tangible, right? Y'all know where I'm going with this. If you watch my personal channel, you know where I'm going with this. Go look up the history, the tangible. It has to be a record, right? You look at Naughty Dog, you see that track record of great games. You look at Rockstar, you see that track record of great games. CD Projekt Red only had, prior to Cyberpunk, only had one franchise. Witcher, which was mostly known on PC to begin with. They're not at that level. So they in my eyes, they never belonged there, and I question people that put them there. Because when I ask why, Witcher 3, what about 2 and 1? Never played those. Why? Explain that.
Anybody trying to go back?
No, they're not.
Anybody trying to go back and play that?
Yeah, of course not. You're absolutely right. They ain't trying to go back and play that. But if this studio was on your radar for some time, you would have played those when they came out anyway.
Nah, I don't. That's the part I don't agree with. Like I said, there's a lot of people that is on Naughty Dog's radar, but they ain't played nothing of the sort before Last of Us Part 2. I'm pretty sure they put Naughty Dog on top of the list because of that one game, The Last of Us Part 2.
And that's perfectly fine, but Naughty Dog was at that top of the list prior to Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, but you talking about...
No,
yes, overall,
for a lot of people, yes. But when you look at Naughty Dog's track record, they're at the top of that list. That's a fact. Look at the track record.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm talking about.
But that's the point that's the point that I'm saying. Though I'm not saying that, for a lot of people, Naughty Dog, Last of Us Part 2 might have been their first game, so Naughty Dog may be their favorite developer, right? But if to put Naughty Dog at that upper echelon of developers, there has to be a track record to show why they are there. Naughty Dog has that track record. So even if someone says, I only played Last of Us Part 2, it's my favorite developer, blah, 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 whatever, that's fine, right? But when someone says, I'm putting Naughty Dog in the upper echelon of gamers because of Last of Us Part 2, but then also XYZ, right? Because then you say, what other games have they made? Because most people, if someone didn't know who Naughty Dog was, but they want to know why would they be there. Someone says Last of Us Part 2, then you ask, what other games did they make? What makes them so great? One game that's great and all, but what else?
But in your situation that you brought up, did they play the other Naughty Dog games?
No.
I'm not disagreeing with that. Naughty Dog is a top echelon of games, but in your situation you brought up, you said you don't believe those people that put Witcher 3 in there because if they like not CD Projekt Red, they'd have played Witcher 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. The same thing can apply for the people that like Naughty Dog that came into Naughty Dog playing Last of Us Part 2.
Yes.
They have more of a catalog than CD Projekt Red because they can go back, but they haven't played those games back. That's what I was.
No, I agree with you 100%, and that's why I'm saying, even if they haven't played those games, there's still a tangible record of Naughty Dog's success as to why they're in that upper echelon. There is no tangible record with CD Projekt Red.
This is what the debate came into all the time. If we're looking at Metacritic, everybody hates to look up, but we always look up. Mm-hmm. CD Projekt Red had delivered great games.
Yeah.
As much, I didn't play Witcher 1, but shit sitting at like a 80 something Metacritic. I think it's like 86 or 88. 86, yep. And then Witcher 2 was like an 88 or 89, something like that Metacritic.
Yep.
That's good stuff. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, did the people play it? That's where you're trying to call out the frauds. Like, you ain't played the game, but you loving these studios. You know what I mean? That's what you're trying to do. But I'm just saying that the same thing can be applied when it comes to Naughty Dog if somebody didn't play their games.
Fair enough. It still doesn't dispute the fact that CD Projekt Red lied to the gamers, and they're not in the upper echelon. They're not in the upper echelon. They're not a top tier developer.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. After this bullshit,
they're not a top tier developer. They're not in the upper echelon. They need to go back to the drawing board.
They need more. They need this game was supposed to put them as far as like, yo, we can do much more than just The Witcher, right? This game was going to put them on to set them on that path to be like, yo, you are going to be up there in the upper echelon. But if this game only came out on PC, hey, nobody be having this conversation, right? But they also put the game out on the consoles, and they failed to deliver what they promised on the consoles. And you can't be in the upper echelon if you're failing what to deliver on a console. Guess what, people? The Last of Us Part 2, that was on the base PS4 as well.
And I don't give a fuck. Immaculate.
So I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. You guys talking about the game. It's not an open world game. It was semi-open. You could do a lot in those the areas that they put you in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not RPG open. NPC. You can talk to this person. Yeah, I get all of that. But yo, the craft and quality of that game and the scale is top notch, and anybody can see that on base PS4 and PS4 Pro. Facts. And imagine if they do a PS5 update. Jesus.
Facts. But like I said, I've talked about this a lot, and I hate to say I told y'all so, but I told y'all so, man. Stop putting too much stock into these fly by night devs, man.
And to me, it's like Bethesda, yo. Like, a lot of people like their games, and they've been putting out the same type of games, these open world type games, but they still haven't learned or cracked or mastered that genre of games that they put out. As far as just a quality perspective, right? Yeah, you have the qualities in the story and stuff like that, but when it just comes to the technicality of the game, they haven't mastered that, even though they've been doing these type of games for years. You know what I mean? Yep. Like, if you look at Naughty Dog, they have mastered the type of games that they're putting out, the third person action adventure type games. They have mastered the aspect as far as the world, as far as the story, the quality itself is mastered. You can't say the same thing for Bethesda or CD Projekt Red, because they make games with great story and great character development, but the technicality of the world is subpar. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't, and this is all they do is these type of RPG open world games. Well, majority Bethesda's is a big company. They do more than just like Fallout. But I'm just talking about the Fallout aspect. Fallout been out for years. They've been producing Fallout for years, even on the different developers sometimes with the expansions and stuff, and still, you know what I mean? You still can't master putting out a quality open RPG game as far as just like the world working in tandem with the story. To me, it's a shame.
Yeah, no, I agree, man, and I think it's sad that it had to come to this, right? And I'm sad that this is their, well, I'm not sad, but it's just, this is their fall from grace, and I hope this is a huge wake up call for CD Projekt Red when it comes to their how to do business, how to create games, because you lied to PlayStation, right? We talk about you lied to PlayStation about the QA and making sure that things on the console side was fixed. You lied to them about that and still released a broken product. You told you told your fans, oh, sorry, we didn't care enough. Well, I'm paraphrasing here. Telling friends, oh, we didn't pay attention enough to the console version of the game is pretty much you saying, sorry, we didn't care enough to put love and care into the console version because we figured the PC version would be the versions that sells more, and that's where the most pre-order numbers were. That's what it felt like to me. You put the blame on PlayStation you pushed the angry consumers that wanted refunds to PlayStation without speaking to PlayStation about refunds and how that would work. And then when you told them if they wouldn't help you, we would help you, you told them, oh, well, there's nothing more we can do.
That's crazy, dog. Yo, can I speak about the refunds real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because a lot of people saying PlayStation refund policy is bad. which I do think they need to upgrade their refunds policy. If you guys been watching my streams when I speak about this stuff, you already know as overall as a policy, I think they should update it a little bit more, streamlined with like what Steam has, right? But when it comes to refunding a game on PlayStation, I'm gonna speak from a personal experience. I've been all digital. Once again, I have to say this. I've been all digital since the end of PS3. That's around 2012 and I think like 2011, mid 2011. I went all digital with PS3 because I was all digital because I remember I used to get mad at the whole download the games, and when they finally initialized preloading, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm not buying physical games no more. And I've never had an issue with getting a refund from a game from PlayStation. Mind you, how it works with a refund policy now is it's not as far as if you like the game or not. They're not going to refund you the game if you like it or not. They're only going to refund the game depending on if the game is buggy and it's unplayable. Like say if the game is a glitchy mess and it's unplayable, they will refund you. And the process that they do is that they look at your playtime and they look at how many trophies you earned. If you earn like about 20 or more percent trophies, or if you play the game for like, probably like 10 or 20 hours, they're not going to refund you. They're not going to refund you, regardless of how buggy the game is. They're looking at that like, yo, you have played this game long enough. So like, yo, bugs obviously wasn't an issue. But if you play the game probably like less than 10 hours and you probably earn like, less than 10% trophies, they will refund you. Because there's times like when Anthem, I put about like probably like 8 hours in that game, and I streamed that game and everything. I forgot how many trophies I got, but I got my refund from Anthem easily, no issue. There's many other times I got refunds. I can easily pull up the emails as far as, because PlayStation, everything you do on PlayStation Store, you're going to get an email for. If you buy a free to, if you download free to play stuff, you're going to get a receipt. Any game, you're going to get a receipt. Refunds, you're going to get receipt. They always receipt you. And I can easily just look them up and show you all the refunds I've got from PlayStation. A lot of you guys are going to these what's the things called where the little chat bots, and you think you're going to get a refund from a damn chat bot. Nah, don't go the chatbot way. Call the PlayStation Store, and like if you fall in a category of those things, if your game is buggy, if your game is glitchy, if it's unplayable, and you fall under the whole 10% trophies and the under 10 hours of gameplay, you will get a refund. No ifs buts about it. No ifs buts about it. That's the policy with PlayStation. And like I said, yeah, they do need to upgrade it, because obviously there's times where I feel like if somebody don't like a game and they put about less than 2 hours or 4 hours in the game, they should be able to refund the game. You know what I mean? Like how Steam has it. I think that would be perfect for PlayStation. But overall, like I said, I never had an issue with the PlayStation refund. That's all I really want to say and talk about. My bad. Let me move on.
Well, that's good. And that's really all I want to say about the Cyberpunk stuff, man. It's an L, and that's really it, man. It's an L. Like, it's disgusting. And in terms of developers, learn from this. It's like I said, the PlayStation, this cross-gen stuff. Learn from this. Learn from this. Other developers, when it comes to like having to delay a game or putting that love and care into a game, learn from this. Learn from this situation. Learn from it, because it can save your company. It can even save your job.
Oh yeah, by the way, digital is better than physical. By the way,
big facts.
No if buts about it.
So Bari, final show of the year, right?
Yes.
I figured we would end the show with a little game of either or. And so for those who don't know, either or is pretty simple. Like, I'll say something like chips. So I'll say like either or chips or onion rings or something like that, right? And Bari would choose, and then he would go, and I would go, and things like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna do either or any type of edition, right? And you know, for y'all in the chat, y'all can also throw some either ors at us as well for us to answer, and we'll answer them as well. So I see what Chris just said. You funny, Chris.
Yo, Jay Run, no real gamer use physical no more. I'm sorry, bro.
That's a
Real
fact.
gamers want all the features that these consoles can provide.
That's
You
a
can't
fact.
get that off physical.
If you're not buying digital, bruh, I'm telling you, man, it's so simple, bruh. Like I got all my shit pre-ordered, man. It's ready to preload, ready to, y'all not understand that.
Digital be like, yo, physical is better. I mean, I can sell my game. I bought my game for $60. I beat it in a week,
And
I
sell
sold
it
it.
back. I don't sell games. I don't sell games. But anyway, Bari, either or. I'm gonna start off. Either or, Bari. And I thought about this one this morning. Either or, Bari. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, but it's the PlayStation 4. It's only on PlayStation 4. Or Final Fantasy 16 PlayStation 5.
Oh, yo, you know what's funny? I was gonna ask you the same either or. Sheesh. I'm going with remake part 2.
Oh shit! Yo, that man Bari is a Final Fantasy VII fanboy.
That's my favorite game of all time, man. And I really wanted to see what they're gonna do with the game even more after playing part 1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I gotta go with 7 remake part 2. If they call it part 2. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna call it part 2.
Nah, they'll probably call it some crazy shit like Final Fantasy VII Remake Cloud's Revenge or some shit. I don't know. Bye, your turn.
They gonna call it Final Fantasy VII Remake: The Tale of the Ancients. Something like that.
That'd be a dope name though. Tale of the Ancients. That'd be dope.
Yeah, because after Midgar, you're really getting like the tale of the Ancients with Aerith and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, Reunion would be a good one too.
Yeah.
Reunion. Everybody meet up and get the black material to Sephiroth. But all right, either or. All right, so you took my first one, so I got to think of a new one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Last of Us Part 2 Factions, or a new Uncharted game multiplayer.
That's a good one. Yo, Bari, know I'm a big Uncharted fan too. A new Uncharted multiplayer. I've always loved Uncharted's multiplayer a little bit more than Factions. I love Factions though, but a new Uncharted multiplayer. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm a beast in Uncharted, by the way, and in Last of Us. Honestly, like y'all get washed by me. I'm gonna keep it a stack, and that's not me exaggerating. That's me being real.
Listen, they already know, man. We've streamed these games.
Yo, remember we were streaming? I used to stream Uncharted 4 multiplayer all the time.
Yep.
I'm
a lot of them.
God in that game, bro.
They haven't watched the streams like that, but we've streamed these games and we've been dominating these games.
Facts.
And Persona played that game more than me. There's times where I remember this time. I remember when there's a specific person that we used to be cool with, and I haven't played Uncharted in a long time. He got a little mad at me too because he's like, "Yo, Bari, you ain't playing a long time, whatever." I was like, "Yo, bro, Uncharted, this is like riding a bicycle for me." You know what I mean? And then when they see the brother, I ain't played this game in like good 2 months. They see a brother at the top of the leaderboard. Somebody got a little salty. I ain't gonna say his name. It wasn't Persona, by the way. Persona know what I'm talking about. Hey man, my fam. He got a little salty, man, because this person was playing. I remember they was playing. You and him was playing a lot together all the time, and I just came out of nowhere. I was like, yo, bro. You know what I mean? It's light work, man.
Yeah, my charging station, I think it's not charging my controllers.
Okay, your controller probably fully charged.
I'll check it. Yeah, I remember that person. He who should not be named. Either or, Bart.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, I got one. Either or. Silent Hill
Oh hell nah.
remake. Silent Hill remake or Resident Evil Village.
Resident Evil Village.
Really?
I'm not even a fan of none of them. But I'd rather play Resident Evil than no Silent Hill.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the horror games where I can't do nothing, man. You know what I mean? Give me a gun, at least let me shoot back, or a knife or something. You know what I mean? I don't like those horror games where I got a fucking camera and I got to point the camera. I don't want to do none of that, bro. That Silent Hill is garbage.
Yeah, Silent Hill dope, man. I'm excited if they
I'm
do
sorry.
this.
I'm sorry. All right, either or. The Tale of Blue Point Games. Would you rather a Metal Gear Solid remake from Blue Point Games or Legend of Dragoon remake from Blue Point Games? Either or.
Legend of Dragoon, man. Legend of Dragoon. 100% Legend of Dragoon.
I'm going with a Metal Gear Solid, yo. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Legend of Dragoon. It's not one of my favorite RPGs, but Metal Gear Solid is in my top 5.
Yeah. I got a good one for you, Bari. This one is good. This one you gonna struggle with. I know it. Either or, Bari. Either or. Tales of Arise or Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
Oh!
I'm starting up, bro. I'm cheating now. I'm cheating.
Jeez. The only reason why I'm leaning towards Grand Blue Fantasy
Because we've seen more gameplay.
Really?
Go ahead and say it. We've seen more.
because of the gameplay is because I've become more familiar with the characters of Grand Blue Fantasy after playing the fighting game and the RPG game. So I'm more excited to see how they're gonna do the story progression in Relink. And with Arise is like new characters. So that's just like unexpected. You know, I don't know anything of the new characters. But damn, that was a tough one because I'm highly anticipating Arise, and I don't know when that.
I'm gonna go with Tales of it's hard. I don't know. I couldn't choose. I can't choose. I'm be honest. That's too hard of a decision.
That was a tough one. That was
a tough one.
That was a.
All right, here we go.
That was.
I already know what my next one gonna be too. It's gonna piss you off. The next one gonna piss you off. It's gonna piss you off. Watch. I know it is.
That one caught me for a loop right there.
Yeah.
All right. Either or.
Okay.
Ratchet or Clank. If these games were to come out like April 2021, well, let's say September 2021, Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart, or Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Either or.
Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Hands down.
Okay.
All right, I got one for Bari. Either or, Bari. The AUG or the M16.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go to M16, man.
M16, okay. I'm going with the AUG.
I despise that AUG. Yo, I don't even use that gun because I hate that joint.
Yeah. Yo,
and I never felt a way like that in any card game where I'm like, I'm not gonna use a gun because I just hate the gun. But this gun I despise with a passion, bro.
Yeah.
With a passion.
That M16 is a beast.
Disgusting.
But the AUG is just I went on like almost on a 30 with that gun, bro. Like, yo, that AUG is too good.
It's easier to handle than the M16,
Yeah,
but
it is.
Jesus,
M16
man,
is better to pick people off though than the AUG.
M16 got the range.
Yeah, it
The
does.
range. That M16 would drop you. You feel like you got sniped.
Yeah, for real. That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right. I got you. I ain't gonna go the COD route with you, but I'm gonna go this route.
Mhm.
All right. Either or. Scarlet Nexus or Near Replicant.
Near Replicant. Hands down, Near Replicant. Near Automata, and I'm be honest, like I didn't play Drakengard on the PS2. Or was that PS3? PS3 or PS2? I forget. PS3. Drakengard
series?
was near Drakengard.
I think Drakengard came out in like PS2, but the Near game started at PS3.
PS3. Yeah, I
know
didn't
they're in the
play.
same world.
I didn't
World.
play. Yeah, I know Drakengard and Nier in the same world, and this game Replicant, it comes from that. Doesn't it come from like his dad or something was in Drakengard or something like that? But anyway, Nier Replicant, hands down, because I love Nier Automata, and I actually want to play more games within this series and get familiar with their with how these games are. And that Nier Replicant just looks phenomenal. It looks great.
Ooh, I got a good one for you, son. I got a good one.
All right. Either or, Bari.
Yes, sir.
PlayStation 5, but it was delayed until fall 2021.
What?
But it had Final Fantasy 16 or it had not Final Fantasy 16, PlayStation 5, but it was delayed in fall 2021, or PlayStation 5 now. And hold on, that's a shitty one. Let me think for a second.
Yeah, I'm going now because at the end of the day,
you got it now. Hold on, let me think.
I'm still going to get FF7. I mean, 716 at 2021.
Yeah. Let me think.
I got.
Yeah, go ahead.
You think?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one going to have you thinking. Okay. The battle of the buggy ass games. Either or.
Okay.
Fallout 76.
You playing this game, bro?
Or Cyberpunk 2077. But here's the caveat. On base Xbox One and PS4. Either or. Which one?
Oh, Jesus. Both games are ass. If I had to choose,
You got to play them on the base console.
between Jesus Christ.
Yo, Salas on Naruto says Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick Cyberpunk.
yeah.
Because that Fallout 76. I mean, they both are in like extremely terrible states.
Yo, they both drop into zero frames. Dog.
Yo, man, that's a hard one. I probably would still pick Cyberpunk. Honestly, I probably would.
Yo, Jay Run says Star Ocean or Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Hands down. That's easy. Omar said, I mean, not Omar. Oh, yeah. Omar said Persona 6 or Final Fantasy 16. Easy. Final Fantasy 16. That's no contest.
Thanks.
Wolflow said Persona 6 or Bloodborne 2. I picked Persona 6.
Oh, I'm picking Bloodborne too.
Yeah, I figured Barry would pick Bloodborne 2. I'm trying to think. All right, either or, Barry. Either or. You have to play Black Ops 1 on the PS3 for the rest of your life. Or you play Call of Duty Cold War for the rest of your life. No, I got a better one. You got to play, okay, You gotta play. You're stuck on an island, and you only have to. You only have two. You can choose between one game to play for the rest of your life. The two games are either Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Cold War, and that's the only game you can play for the rest of your life. No
That's
other game.
That's evil.
Which
That is
game
evil.
which game would you play?
That's evil. Uh,
Oh god.
I'm gonna pick Cold War just because it's faster. But that's evil. That's evil. And they got the harp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Cold War, man. But that's evil right there.
Oh
That's evil.
god.
That's evil. Yo, I got one.
Okay.
Either or.
Okay.
Right. Returnal or Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Ah, this is hard. Pause. This is a hard one. Cause both games I like can't wait to play. I'm gonna go Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
okay.
Kena.
You know what? I knew you was gonna go Kena. 'Cause I know you a sucker for that type of animations and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, watch, he gonna pick Kena.
Okay, Bari.
We got a lot of Kenas in here. Jack,
Yeah, Kena.
Kena, Damian Kena. We got Anthony.
Returnal looks amazing though, man. Like I'm excited for Returnal, man. It's just that Kena. When I first seen that, when they showed that off in June, yo, man, my mind was blown, man. That joint was
Honestly, I
jaw-dropping.
don't have an answer. As much as I'm laughing, I don't have an answer which one I'll choose because I like how smart. I like the gameplay, but also I'm a sucker for those type of like aesthetic and look in the game. So it's hard, man. I'm gonna go Kena too, man. I'm gonna go Kena too. Even though we ain't even see that much gameplay in Kena. I'm gonna go Kena too.
Okay, either or. A game coming to PlayStation, right? Either or. Ori in the Will of the Wisp. Or Hades.
Oh, Hades. You ain't even got to finish.
Hades over Ori for coming to PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I played Hades before a lot of people. I was streaming that game when it was in early access, loving that game. And Hades is a great game. It's better than Ori.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
All right, we'll do like two more rounds. We'll do like 2 more rounds.
Okay, I got one coming to PlayStation. Octopath Traveler or Astro Chain.
Yo, Bari is foul, bruh. This dude is foul, man. Cause he know I love both of these games, man. Yo, you a foul dude, bruh. You a foul dude, man. Astral Chain. Astral Chain. No, Octopath Traveler. Octopath. Yeah, no, Octopath. Because I've been wanting that game to be on PlayStation for a minute so I could get the platinum in that. So yeah, Octopath for sure. All right, either or. 13 Sentinels or Ni no Kuni 1.
Oh, Nino Cooney won. Listen, man. One of my favorite quotes. Can I play it real quick?
Go ahead.
Let me play it real quick, man. Y'all think it's a game when I talk about I love characters and story. I'll play you a quote real quick from my man Oliver the Goat.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
love
Oliver's
13.
nice.
Listen, my man. Let me see this one.
I'm like
Yeah,
halfway through Nino Cooney 1, 2. I
this
gotta
right,
finish that.
right here. Hold on, I'm about to play this for y'all real quick. Listen to this. Hold on. I'm listening to the podcast, by the way. Hold on, I'm about to play this right here for y'all. Listen to this real quick. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, y'all ready? This is to my man Oliver. Speak.
Perfect. It's always changing.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Life's never perfect. It's always changing. Meetings, farewells, happy times, sad times. You take things as they come, and you keep on going. That's just how it is.
Listen, bruh. I remember when I first beat this game and I got to that part, and she was talking to Clea. What's her name? Cleotopia,
Mm-hmm.
the White Witch.
Yeah.
And the reason why the White Witch was doing all the things that she was doing, she was like, because all these things is happening in life. My man Oliver was like, "No, stop it." Yo, my man Oliver said, "No, stop it." And he just hit her with this. Yo, she start crying.
Life's never perfect. It's always changing. Meetings, farewells, happy times, sad times. You take things as they come,
Take things how it's come,
and you keep on going.
and you keep on going.
That's just how it is.
That's how it is, bro. Yo, that simple quote right there. No, because the time I was playing Nino Cooney as well, that time period, I was going through some stuff as well, and hearing Oliver say that, bro, that joint had me tearing up, dog. Real talk, no cap. That joint had me tearing up, bro.
Oh,
And I was
man.
like, and when I beat it on PS4, that's when I was like, yo, I gotta capture that moment, yo, because this is powerful right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nino Cooney 1, man. I love that game, bro. Love that game to death, man.
All right, this the
But
last this the last round, Bari. Make it good.
All right, I got it. Last one. This is the PlayStation exec either or.
Oh shit! I already know.
Jim Ryan or Sean Layden.
Sean Layden.
Either
Easy.
or.
Sean Layden. Easy. Shout out to Sean Layden, by the way. If he is listening, I hope we could get you on the podcast at some point in 2021. What's up, PlayStation Podcast? He did like the tweet too when I tweeted him yesterday. He did like the tweet when I said, "Hey, I hope one day you can be on me and Jay Bari's show. What's up, PlayStation Podcast?" He did like the tweet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we might see Sean Layden might make an appearance on the show at some point in 2021. Let me and Bari work on magic. Let's do some work. You feel me? And we gonna see. All right, Bari. Either or. Cross-gen exclusives for the entirety of the PlayStation 5 generation, or PlayStation exclusives going to PC.
Oh. Yeah. I think you had that in the tuck, like you wrote that one down. Okay. So it's PlayStation games, PlayStation 5 games built for the PlayStation 5, but also going to PC. And there's also games built on both, but stays PlayStation.
Yes.
I gotta go to cross gen, man. Keep it PlayStation out here, man. fuck these PC nerds. Keep it PlayStation out here. These PC gamers, let them rot. We don't care about the PC gamers out here. I'm sorry. It's our exclusive. Yes, I said our. It's our exclusive. We hold this down. PlayStation Nation is the lifeblood of the gaming industry. Yes, I said we, and I said our exclusives. I don't give a damn if it's cross-gen, if it means that it's not going to PC. If you don't like what the stuff that I said, too goddamn bad. Buy a PlayStation.
Hey man, I agree. Cross-gen exclusives all the way.
Yo, that was a tough one.
I the thought of a PlayStation game being on PC just disgusts me. I'll be honest, it's just disgusting. Yeah, cross-gen all the way. Cross-gen all the way. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had that one in the tuck. I was gonna start off with that one, but I was like, no. Let me close the show. Let me close the show with that one. So guys, that is the game either or. We play it from time to time. It'll definitely either or will definitely make its return next year. Maybe around Returnal. When more games start coming out and things like that, we'll definitely do a game of either or again. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the show. This is the final show of 2020. And like I said at the beginning of the show, we're grateful for you. We're grateful for your support. We appreciate y'all, man. And we hope that y'all enjoy the podcast. And, we appreciate y'all that continue to support us. Yo, Chris Wright said, Jay Bari or Persona, either or.
I'm
going with Jay Bari. But yo, Bari, man, please give us the final outro from you for 2020. Give us your outro, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep this one simple. Everybody enjoy your holidays. I'm gonna keep it PC because I know everybody have different type of holidays around this time.
Yeah.
So enjoy whatever you celebrate. Spend the time with your family. Play some games out there. Show off your PS5s to your family. Like, oh, what's that? He's like, oh, that's a PS5. Oh, you got one? Yeah, I did get one. You get one too? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When the little kids try to touch your controller, tell them to wash their hands and clean their hands before they touch your DualSense controllers. I know everybody got like 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, man, pretty much enjoy your holidays, guys. Enjoy your New Year's as well. And we'll see you guys in 2021. But before I get up out of here, I have one last quote that I want to share with you guys.
Uh-oh.
And it's the same damn quote that I just shared earlier.
Life's never perfect. It's always changing. Meetings, farewells, happy times, sad times. You take things as they come, and you keep on going. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is, Persona, man. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Fact,
It's Jay Bari, and I'm out.
That's a
See you guys
fact.
tomorrow.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, man. Listen, guys. It's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, man. The other half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast. Listen, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We really do. We really appreciate you guys. Like Bari said, I hope you guys and girls have a very happy and safe and wonderful holidays. Happy New Year to everybody as well. Really like I said, we appreciate y'all's support. We're gonna hit 1K in 2021 for sure. We're gonna kick it into overdrive, trust me. No podcast for the next 2 weeks. So the podcast will return on the 9th, January 9th, first podcast back. So these 2 weeks is it's vacation, man. We relaxing, man, playing some games, being with family. Just stuff like that, chillaxing, relaxing, all that good stuff.
Yo, facts. New Year's is on a Friday, bruh. I ain't gonna wake up that next day till like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, that man, boy, about to get wasted. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Final show of 2020, and yeah, man, y'all be safe. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, share the stream out if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends, family, aunt, uncle, cousins, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever, brother, sister, your best friend, your wife, your husband, whoever, your kids. Share the stream out, share the podcast out. Get the word out there, and we're trying to hit 1K 2021. Trust me, it's coming. Stay tuned, and yeah, man, y'all be safe, have fun. Be safe, though, but also have fun. Play some games. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. And we out.